Bottom boom. One of these days, it'll work the first time. It was working the first time for a while, but apparently yesterday and today, it does not work for the first time. Kind of glitchy, kind of weird, kind of jank, but there we go. All right, everybody. How's it going? It is a Tuesday with Brood War on the Falcon Paladin channel. Are you surprised? You would not be surprised if you already went to the schedule page for both Twitch and YouTube yesterday, because that is where I set my schedule on Sunday nights to plan what we're going to do for the next week. So this week is a StarCraft Brood War entirety week. All right, so we've got replays. We have professional replays from incredible players like Bisu. We've got Killer out there. We've got a lot of other players as well. Light. We've got Speed. We've got Barracks. We have Snow. We've got all of these great players out there for our entertainment. And let's see what we get here, man. So we're just going to go ahead and check out ye old folder. Folder of goodness. Folder of happiness. Folder of awesomeness. Who's here, man? We got yesterday waiting for the stream to start. What is up, dude? We've got YH out there, too. We got Nimo Noom. Just is out there. Jordan's here, too. Excellent. Very, very, very excellent stuff. So, what's the play going to be here? Don't know. Let's take a look. Shall we? Sup, Orb Goblin? Sup, Dollaville? Resubbing with Prime for 16 months in a row. That's some good stuff. That is some wonderful stuff there from 4 Prime. Just a consistent supporter of the channel.
Let's ban.
Let's ban? Oh, let's burn. That was him trying to say burn? Freaking Brian and his British accent, man. He's got some issues. This is what he's got. It sounded like let's ban. Like, oh, okay. We can start banning people. Should we ban people, Dollaville? What's up, level 80? What is up? What is up? Again, check out Falcon Paladin Plays. We're out there doing Rogue Trader. Got another one scheduled for tonight. After this stream, we're going to go right into Rogue Trader. Going to be a good time. So, subscribe if you're not. What do we got? Oh, a Flash versus a mini PVT. Ho, 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 ho. All right, hold on. I'm going to update the stream title here. Flash, mini, Snow, Jaedong. There we go. Wow, we got a killer setup for you guys. Okay, cool, updated. We're good. We're good, we're great. We're doing wonderful. Dev feels blessed. Okay, we're going to do Flash and Mini on Metropolis. Are we hyped for this? We should be hyped for this, man. Flash is Flash. Mini is maybe the best Protoss player of the last 5-6 years in Brood War. We're on Metropolis. It's a newer map. Let's go. What do we got? Go away. Okay, bottom left, red, Terran. It is Flash. And on the bottom right, it is a yellow Protoss. It is Mini. And we've got Minecraft animation happening from our guy Jordan as well. Okay, let's keep a look. Let's keep an eye out. Is it going to be a Nexus first on this 4-player map from Mini? Is he going to do that against Flash? Or is he going to do a gate? Looks like it's going to be a gate. I'm going to treat Flash with respect, as I would do if I was a Protoss player or a Zerg player or a Terran player against Flash. Super respect. No cheese. Yo. Hey, what's up? Mil. Kanu Mia La. Woo, that is one heck of a name. That's like 15 characters, man. Mil Konu Maiaha 19. Wow. Why can't Flash be in charge and end the Middle East situation? Seems like he's a good strategist. Because being a military strategist does not mean you're good at dealing with people, which is the problem in the Middle East. It's not a military question. The Middle East is a question of people hating each other and grievances that go back thousands of years is the problem. Oh, you're not proxying. You're not going to proxy a factory up here, are ya? That guy looks like he's going to do it. It's Metropolis. You have a huge main to worry about. Zealot pressuring a little bit here, too. When SCV dies, sees the bunker, the factory, right? So this is where Mini sees the factory and says, okay, this makes sense. Nicely done. None of these Marines die. They all take shots, but they're not dead. That's huge. Another Zealot shows up. This dude's going to build a thing. I'm feeling it. Feeling it. We've got new emojis, Dollaveal. Did you see that? I made some new ones for y'all. This guy has got to build a factory, man. Gotta do it. A few skirmishes, and Gen Z are acting like it's the end of times. Yeah, I know. Well, a lot of people, especially in Reddit, are like, there's gonna be a draft. And I'm like, that's the most politically suicidal thing you can do. If Trump institutes a draft, he's gonna get knocked. The Republicans are going to lose everything in the midterms in November. He's going to get removed from office. And he's going to have a really, really bad rest of his life. He knows that. He's not going to institute a draft. Would you really send probes over? What is Mini trying to do here? This SCV, by the way, is just kind of hanging out back behind the mineral line now. What? This is a weird opening, man. No, you have new emojis today. Oh, right. Dev's not a subscriber. He can't use them. Dun, dun, dun. Only for subscribers to use them. Which is why I told Dollaveal about it, but he doesn't care. He's not interested. What do we got? Tank. Cool. This SCV, I guess, is just Steve the Scouter today. I thought he was going to proxy. I really thought he was going to make a factory up there, or maybe a Rax just for the lulz of it, but no. And I've never seen... I remember last time I saw a Protoss player like bring a probe along, 2 probes along to try to get something done here. Insane. Dev's on a 30 stream streak. Let's go. If there is peace in the Middle East, can it be mod again? Sure thing. YH, you could be mod again if there's peace in the Middle East. Definitely. So nobody... Well, actually, Protoss is expanding. Flash is building a CC. He's building it inside of his main because he's afraid to build it down here because Dragoons. Fair enough. We already claimed the moon as ours, YH. We put our flag on it. No one else has been there. It's ours. The flags mean that the moon is America's. I don't know why this is a hypothetical situation for you, YH. It is America's. If you want it to be Canada's, go there and put a flag on it, man. Well, I mean, there's an American flag on the moon, so I don't know what else to tell you, YH. It's all you gotta do to claim something. Put your flag on it. You're done. Dollaveal's right. Dollaveal! Do not drive and watch stream. Dollaveal. Honestly, my guy, please do not kill yourself while watching the Falcon stream. I don't need the publicity. I don't need the bad publicity. Reaver stuff off 2 base for Mini. We should actually Reaver before Observatory. So he is, wow, not worried about Spider Mines at all. Which, he shouldn't be because Spider Mines are not here, nor are they on the way. Intriguingly. There is no American flag anymore. YH, you and your jokes. You're such a jokester. What a trickster you are. No American flag on the moon. You're gonna tell me Bigfoot reel is next. 51 to 58 total supply. Mini is up. Mini has got Reaver stuff coming out again before Observatory. He's getting it now because you're going to want it because there will be Spider Mines at some point. But look at this, dude. We're getting Charon boost, which means he's worried about Reavers, which he should be, or he's worried about Carriers, which he also should be. Level 80 says there was peace in the Middle East. with the Ottoman Empire until World War I happened. Oh. Might have been a little tiny bit of peace in there. Fair enough. Good to know. Third base, Protoss, walling off against vultures. Excellent stuff. Where are my drops? Where are my reavers? Where are they, Mini? I demand reavers to be dropping and scaring the daylights out of Flash. And then Bigfoot is real. Man, YH is really committed to this bit, isn't he? Really emotionally invested in fooling us on this one. Sometimes he doesn't care. Sometimes he says stuff and I'm like, oh, YH, you're so silly. And he's like, I know. And then he lets it go, but he's still pushing this one. I'll try it again. You're so silly, YH. What a trickster. Okay, so Reaver up here. No kills. Okay, 1 kills, I guess. What's up, the Valen? Slowly trying to get the Reaver out of his main base. Again, this is main base over here. This is main base all the way up here. This is main base out here. Sieged up. Bam. Nah, tank down. Friendly fire splash on that one. And this tank, not going to get a tank. Nope, definitely not. So good job clearing it out. Flash says, Reaver, I'll trade a couple tanks for it. The Zealots can die too, and we're doing fine. Doing fine here. Of course you can be a hero, YH. You don't even have to ask that question. The answer is always yes, my friend. 4th base up the right side. Flash can't expand here, at least not easily. Mini trying to keep that pressure up. Mini's getting Reaver damage. Seriously, Scarab damage upgrade. I guess he's building more Reavers, so fair enough. Getting a Scarab damage upgrade will make it happen. And the classic Vulture drop. I mean, Mini expects this, right? He's playing against a Terran on this map. It's going to be Reavers. For him, it's going to be dropped Vultures for his enemy. Just classic Reaver shenanigans here. And here we go. 3 of them into the main. Reaver says no. Snipes one of them. This guy gets behind the mineral line. A Zealot there too, though. So Mini's ready for this. He's ready for it. Little spider mineage. Maybe a couple probes are going to die back here. Maybe 1, 2. This Vulture already has kills before he showed up back here. Picks it up, tries to get out, but man, acceleration for dropships is not good, but can fly. And Dragoons cannot chase as the crow flies across these buildings. Ooh, yeah, chasing it down by picking up inside the shuttle, which is faster than a dropship. And he knows we're done here, so. Oh, no, all right. Got out of there. Dropship leaves with 2 Vultures in it, 17 hit points, and a dream. Dropship says, oh, we can get in here, though. There's no cannons in this base. There's a forge and everything, and there's not even a cannon in this base. What the heck? Honestly, though, what are we trying to do, What are we trying to do? Dragoons. But big move here in on Flash. I see 4 siege tanks on the map. One of them on the right side, not in a position to participate in that battle at all. Dragoons, 0 upgrades. Who cares? Let's get in. There aren't enough tanks to kill us all. And Reaver maybe going to help a little bit. This Scarab getting caught up on a Dragoon forever and doing nothing at all. They giveth and they taketh away. Looks like tanks are popping out of the factories for offensive purposes, and they will be here in time. Reaver. No! Tank targets it in particular from 8 miles away from downtown. Dragoon, 4 kills on that one. 1 kill on that one. Attack is rather dealt with. Flash holds, at least for now. Can't say the opposite of alive. You can't say dead? Huh. What's up, Vincent? Happy Tuesday, man. So this is interesting. Man has a forge, but Mini is not getting a +1 attack, which I think is a mistake. I think you want a +1, +2, +3 attack against a Terran player, especially if they're Flash. Vultures show up. If they got a +2, man, if these guys had a +2, they do. I don't know. I kind of feel like I want them to fight these cannons. 2 cannons, maybe a couple more Vultures would have been enough to shut it down. Like these guys, in conjunction with these guys, I think, could kill those 2 cannons and wipe out that entire base. It would be amazing. Yeah, cannon coming up inside the third as well. More cannons, maybe? Nope, just pylons, making it harder for Vultures to get there. And yeah, Dragoon's finally working on a +1 attack. Dude, Flash is at +2. He's starting +3 at 13 minutes. Mini? Upgrade disadvantage can be a huge deal, even in this matchup where Siege Tanks are crushing you anyway. I kind of feel like maybe a couple more Vultures in this group could kill this base. I know there's 2 cannons, but have you seen Vultures with attack upgrades against cannons? They do very well. What's up, the Schmuck? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Flash and Mini. Welcome to this Vulture getting another kill. 2 kills on that, dude. Let's go. 71 to 69 workers. Mini is up. 156 to 141 supply as well. And ooh, triple shuttle drop. In down the left side. What's up, Sacre? Welcome back to the stream. He played with us for the first time yesterday. Welcome back, sir. Or madam. All right. Zealots, reverse shots. Wabam. Wabam. Zealots fighting against Vultures. They don't want to do that very much. Siege Tank got a shot off on that Reaver. He's very red now. Gonna fall back. Maybe he's trying to snipe the guy who's building the Academy. Possibly. What's up, Dan? Reaver wants kills. There you go. SCV building the Academy dies. Zealots on top of these tanks doing pretty well as well. And Reaver died. Shuttle evacuates. Gets out of there. What's up, Shield Battery? Happy Tuesday, man. Okay, Dragoons fighting. Another base coming in from Mini. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th base. 5th base for him. 3 bases for Flash. Got to get ahead economically as much as you can because Flash's tanks are here to murder you. They're going to make their bet. Going to make their bid to kill you and move across the map. For now, Vultures are being active. Finding a little probe transfer. Okay, moving out. Oh, the juicy, delicious probes. Got to be so satisfying to kill one of these with your Vulture bike, man. Look, they're going to fight this 1 cannon. Spider Mine down. The Dragoon possibly took a shot. Not dead. Cannon dead. Vultures want to get in there so bad, but more Dragoons show up. We're back down with the drops. Down the left side. 5. Oh my gosh. 5 shuttles into the main, you madman. Storm in? It's okay. It's an okay storm there. Great reaction time on the ramp a little bit there too. And in, all right, and to the natural base. More little storm action too. So pretty fantastic stuff. High Templars dropping everywhere. Decent hit. Holding. 67 probes still. 54 SCV. So both players have taken some economic hits. Some workers have died, but they're both doing pretty okay here at 16 minutes. So still 5 bases for Mini. Still 3 bases from Flash. So Psystorm, yes. Gateway Man, yes. Shuttles, also yes. Ooh, that's a good one. 1 kill. No, 2 kills on that guy. And killing a tank with a Psystorm that is not in siege mode is always a pretty good feeling there too from the Protoss side of it. Engagement in the middle here. Sniped EMP on those Dragoons right as soon as it dies. Trying to float a CC up to the middle here. I don't know about that. What's up, SaviorSword? Always a good day to die. Always. Once again. Another expansion from Mini, and Flash is still sitting on 3 bases. Again, he was... Oh, that clump up's amazing. Oh, no! And then abruptly, Flash taps out. As I was talking about how he can't get a 4th base, he was trying to put a base up here, which, again, I don't know what Terran's obsession is with taking center bases on maps like this. Like, why? Just take a regular base over here. It's not that hard. There's ramps and everything you can put tanks at. This is so much harder to hold, as evidenced by the fact that Mini came in and was like, no, 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 no. You don't get this. And this was just a base count loss. This was just him being like, I can't get a 4th. Mini's on, again, like 6 bases now. You're on 3, not working out at all. And even without the greatest of upgrades, only +1 on these Dragoons. The Psystorms were great, as always, killing that CC in the middle, and this tank group just getting completely obliterated. And that was it, man. Flash taps out. Mini gets the win. Great win. Great win from Mini. I was worried about him with the upgrade situation, but he's like, Psystorm doesn't care about upgrades. Falcon, I have 400 APM. Getting outproduced by Flash. Outproducing Flash. Hot stuff. Raised 8 to 2 buildings. The outspend 37,000 and 32,000 in favor of Mini. Mini gets that victory. Next up on the list, who do we have in here? Who is even here? Check out falconpaladin.store while we're looking at who's next on the list. And it's going to be Snow. And it's going to be, wait. A mysterious Zerg player. Hold on a second. I already do this. I feel like I already did this. Let's take a look. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. Probably know what I'm talking about. Yeah, blue and purple. Is this the one? This has got to be the one, right? Where Zerg gets a proxy hatch inside. Yep, this is it. Okay, so what the heck? Why is this in this folder? I already cast this. It was awesome. If you guys need a link, let me know. Allbrand's drunk at work. Awesome stuff, Allbrand. Excellent stuff. All right, so we go Jaedong and Rush. That sounds like a good time. Also on Polestar. Yeah, I don't know why that folder was in there. Or that replay was in there. I cast that thing. Maybe I put it in the wrong place. Anyway, Jaedong, Rush, Polestar, top right. It's Jaedong. Jaedong played against Artosis on the ladder a couple days ago. Went about as well as you would expect for Artosis. And in the bottom left, it is Rush. Rush, great player. Jaedong, legendary player. Let's take a look here. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Sub-only chat. No. Rush, T, Jaedong, Z. Cool. So again, Jaedong kind of struggling in the last couple ASLs, yeah? Like just kind of sort of not up to snuff. Sort of dying to stuff that nobody thinks he should die to. You know the drill. So we'll see. We'll see how he does here against Rush. We'll see what Rush's open is as well. Is he going to go mech? Right? Big fan of mechs. Let's see what Jaedong is up to. Favorite Artosis getting destroyed by a Korean pro game. I mean, it's the Mass Scout. Snow Mass Scout against Artosis game, which is just like it's one thing to destroy someone who's worse than you. It's another thing to do something entertaining with it. And Mass Scout is just entertaining, especially against a Terran. Especially against a Terran. Against a Zerg, it's kind of like, well, they can get Hydras out. Scourge are pretty good as well, but like Marines have Marines. Terrans have Marines from day one, which are just more cost efficient than Scouts. How about you, SaviorSword? What's your favorite Artosis getting destroyed by a Korean pro game? Hatch first. And behold, Arax first. And behold, SCV is scouting out. Really wants to know where Jaedong is right now. But it's a cross spawner, man. I'm not sure what you can do about it. Snow multi-racing against Artosis. Well, that's a pretty good idea. That's a pretty good one, too. Pretty great choice. Yeah, it's funny. Shield battery. He's like, I'm not doing this. Scan, you take over. Captain, he's bunkering in full view of an Overlord and Jaedong and the StarCraft god. Really? Okay. Just cross-spawn bunkering. No, there's just no way. Absolutely not. This is an insult to Jaedong to try and do this, Rush. Yeah, no. Blings are on the way. This is lost mining time, but Jaedong's fine. Gonna kill one of these guys. Yeah, definitely kills one. 2 drones have died. I think it's probably time to... Oh, I'll get another Marine is down. Probably time to go home. Yeah, SCV's providing a little bit of damage, but dude, drones are kind of surprisingly tanky when they're getting shot at by unupgraded Marines in small numbers. So there you go. What's up, Orty? Okay, Lings are out. Rush goes home. Killed a couple drones. Some lost mining time. I don't think that was too successful for Rush. You can't be that happy about it. If that's all it takes to be happy about that kind of a play from Terran, we'd see it all the time. And it's just not. It's not. You're hoping to get more drone kills. You're hoping to maybe get the bunker up. You have a lot of hopes. And if the bunker doesn't get up and you don't kill anything but a couple drones, not a happy camper. SCV says, anything weird? Fast Hydroden? No? Okay, great. What would also be weird is no Hydroden and no Spire. At that point, feels like a Link Flood, doesn't it? It's not, though. It's definitely going to be a 2-hatch Muta play, which Jaedong popularized. And at least I have heard it was him. I've heard it was also Savior. What's up, Psychonauts? How's your Tuesday looking? Boom, 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 boom. SCV dies, but got the information that he needed. Bit of a Marine push out. First person I saw really do this was Royal. Just this isn't medics. It's not fire bats. It's just 5 Marines at a weird time. But guess what? Jaedong's like, hey. It's not weird if it happens all the time, Rush, and he kills everything easily. Nicely done. Nicely done. Yeah, not even really any micro there. Artosa says even getting 2 drones is worth. For an 8 racks opening. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, investing into an 8 racks 2 base play, getting 2 drones is totally worth it. Yeah, disagree. Had a wart frozen off your back today. That's never fun. I had a couple siblings that had some warts frozen off, and they did not have a good time with that. So, hope it's gone. Hey, look, it's the 2nd racks. Hey, look, it's upgrades. Stim, for example's on the way. Hey, it's Mutalisks. Could this be any less exciting? Of an opening. I mean, all right. The bunker attempt was exciting. That little Marine pressure was good, but this is 2-hatch Muta versus an SK Terran opening. We're going to get turrets. We're going to get Marines. Now, what's interesting about this? I don't know. Maybe we get some Valkyries? Maybe we get some awesome battlecruiser play with Yamato, 3rd base down the right side. Jaedong, again, wants that base, wants that high ground. Scan. He says, I thought it was Mutas. I was pretty sure it was Mutas. And now I know it's Mutas. Six Mutas out, +1 attack coming in. Been a while since I've seen a Zerg player actually get Mutas without getting an upgrade. I feel like it used to be kind of rare. Maybe like half the time we'd see a +1 attack or a +1 Carapace, but the last 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 TVZs I've cast, it's always a +1 attack upgrade. It just takes so long to get there. And even if they're not planning on investing a ton of time into these Mutas, it can get a lot of stuff done. Yeah, SCV is getting 1 volleyed down. 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 1 7 mutas. And again, you want a full stack if you're getting a +1 attack. You're not going to stick on 5 or 6 and get +1 and never make any Mutalisks again. So yeah, here we go. That's the full stack of Mutalisks. That's the dance we're going to do. Can we wipe out these Marines with these Mutalisks? If they got the +1, yeah, but they don't have it yet. So there's a Muta down. Oh, he just engages. Completely wipes it out. Loses maybe more Mutalisks than he would hope, because he had 11 or 12 there. He's down to 7 here, but he did wipe out the entire initial push, which is so hard for the Terran to come back from. So difficult. But Queen's Nest on the way from Jaedong. He says Hive Tech is the way to go. Excellent. Hydra Den hiding in the bottom right, so you can't scan both with one scan, right? You can scan and see the Queen's Nest, or you can scan and see the Hydra Den. You're not going to find both with one scan. Which, you know, that's the best you can do in preventing the Terran player from seeing what you're doing. Speaking of a scan, there it is. Queen's Nest, yes. Nothing else of information here. It's like, oh, is there a Hydra Den? He's not skipping lurkers. You can't, like, I don't, you can. It is a strategy to go Ling Muta into Hive without actually getting lurkers at all. But it's weird and it's risky, and he got the Hydra Den scanned anyway. So good pick out there. Muta +1 attack is done. So again, he just kind of parks on top of this group of Marines. This is really bad for Rush. This is the Zerg loses their 3rd base really early kind of thing. But for Terran, it's losing your first 2 moves out entirely. Those are indications you're going to lose the game. I don't like what I'm seeing here from Rush at all. Whoa. You're saying Rush is very much a 2-base attack kind of guy? I mean, 2, 4, 5 racks, double starport. Any sign of a 3rd base in production in the production tab? No. So again, it's not that Rush's name means he's going to rush you on 1 base, but 2 bases. This is still a rush. Mutalisks again going to town. Can they 2-volley down turrets? Yes, they can, especially with that +1 attack. Defiler Mound coming in. Rush is in trouble, man. This is a lurkering, Defiler Mounding, Adrenaling. Theoretically, come on, man. Come on, give us Adrenal. You know how much Falcon enjoys the Adrenal, folks. You've seen me obsess about it before. Nidus Canals, still no Adrenal. Yeah, I mean, especially Shield Battery, it's tough to play that way against good Zerg players, but it's especially hard to play that way if people know that's what you want to do. If you're known, nice drop, as the guy who never gets a 3rd base in TVZ, then every Zerg player knows what to do to deal with it. So yeah, Lurkers come in. Denying the mining. Lurker positioning's really important here. And nice, it just concaved. Just slowly sieging him in. Rush is buying a lot of time. What's up, 4 Prime? How was the day? And then, ooh, charges in the front door, snipes the Nidus, gets the extractor. These guys are all dead. But taking out the gas is going to matter. 2 gas Zerg is much different from 3 gas Zerg. Okay, so those dudes were trapped, but then the reinforcements come in and say, and then a drop inside the main. Scourge, no. Nidus, dead. Not that it really matters. There's nothing. Oh, the lurkers down there would be nice. he killed the Nidus, and that kills it on both ends, and that means he can't reinforce this base either. There's one lurker here. What does he want to kill? Spire. Definitely the Spire. That's the best option right now. Okay, got it. There's the Dark Swarm, and now these guys are getting out of there, desperately trying to run as far as they can. Overlord is good targeting here too. Not protected by Dark Swarm. Defiler Mound going down would be massive. I think he's going to get it. Dark Swarm. No, 50 hit points. Hold on, falls back a little bit. Medic kind of stuck from the rest of the dudes going after Overlords, trying to snipe those two. And the spawning pool maybe going to die next. These guys have been pretty freaking effective, man. Can he get the spawning pool? Yes, he gets the spawning pool, but not the hive. Very close. Medic's dead. Lurkers pressuring Rush at the front door here too. It is 74 to 87 supply. It is so close. But no, Dark Swarm Lurkers at your front door. That is much different from just Lurkers. Rush is in so much trouble. He's building a third CC at 13 minutes, but it seemed like it's a little bit late. Don't know what we want to do here. If you're Rush, Seeds tanks would be nice. Oh man. Okay. Well, now we're done. Lurkers and Dark Swarm inside your natural. You're a 1-basing Terran against a 3-basing Jaedong. No way. So, I mean, great damage done on the other side of the map by Rush. The drops were fantastic. They got a lot of stuff done. They killed tech structures. They killed drones. They killed gas, but he let the cardinal sin of letting a Defiler across the map and parking on your front door. You can't do it. I'm not even sure why he's still in this game. Rush, what's our plan, sir? Wait for the Dark Swarm to wear off, charge in, and take out the Lurkers, I guess. Not a bad idea. Science Vessel providing that permanent detection is super helpful. But, no! Science Vessel gets sniped just as the Lurkers get cleared, though. Hold on a second. Maybe he's okay. Maybe, wow, just so much lost mining time. 29 SCVs remaining. Third base trying to land them. Mutas are like, are you actually trying to get a third base? Because that's hilarious. And a little bit adorable, too. SCVs. Oh, +1 Mutas making a feast out of those SCVs. Where's the Irradiate? There it is. Picks up an Irradiate. Another Irradiate. Good split from Jaedong. If you only ever watched Jaedong, you'd be like, man, splitting is easy. Why don't all Zerg players split like Jaedong? It's like, that's because it's actually harder than it looks. Jaedong's just really good at it. Burrowed in. Lurkered in. Everything's looking crazy good for Jaedong. Although the third base, it's done. Yeah, why doesn't everybody just dodge storms perfectly like the best, you know, Zergs do? I'm not even sure if that happens. Like, who's the best Zerg player at dodging storms? Dark Swarmed. Firebats are here in numbers. If it was just Marines, there's no break in this. But he's got Irradiates. He's got Firebats. He decides to fall back. He says, don't like this very much. I think Russia's kind of stabilized, honestly. Got the SCVs out of the natural base before they all died. It's 40 workers for him. Not the end of the world. Shield Battery says Soul Key maybe was the best Storm Dodger. Not so much anymore. Holy Plagueorama. That is a giant plague. Oh, that catch like everybody but the medics. Which is kind of funny because, you know, they're the ones that are doing the healing here. But massive plague. The Hydras are out, so it's Hydra meta for Jaedong here, which is much better at killing science vessels than the Ling Ultra one is, as we all know. Fourth base up from Jaedong. Fairly well undefended, though. I mean, okay, never mind. There are literally 7 lurkers right here that you can't see because the Overlords are hiding them. Has Soulkey been playing League of Legends? No. Drop it inside the main. Oh, plague. Yeah, it's going to be a lot easier to do this when everybody's plagued and to within an inch of their lives. I mean, yeah, they're dead. And, oh, no! Did he take down every single lurker there? There were like 7 of them. Remember how scared I was of those lurkers? And he just said no. Jumps on top of them, takes them down. The 4th base of Jaedong's in a lot of trouble. However, cracklings are down here, lings are down here, lurkers are down here, and he does shut it down. So he doesn't lose the base. He doesn't get attacked into this bottom base either. But guess who's got another drop? Rush is relentless with these drops, sir. Lurkers, no match. Nidus needs to die, and it does. Some reinforcements get out of there before it dies. Before it gets wiped out entirely. Drones getting sniped all over the place. Can't evacuate because of the Nidus being dead here. Avoiding the lurker spines as much as he can. Drones dying, and now it's a worker advantage from Rush. No way. I thought this was over, and then Rush is just like, what if I dropped every 30 seconds? What would you do about that, everybody? And the answer is, well, maybe just die? I don't know. These guys are getting lurker cleaned out. These guys in the natural base are dealing... Okay, it's 28 drones remaining. Dude, what do I always say about drops? What do I always say about drops? I say drops are comeback mechanics. They are get-ahead mechanics. They are always good. It is very rare I see somebody use drops, and I'm like, well, that was a complete waste of resources, especially at this level. 25 drones remain. This hatch is dead. This hatch is running, I guess, but it's 3 base to 3 base. The Terran is still rocking science vessels. No sign of battle cruisers and no sign of going into mech either here. So Darkstorm comes up. Defiler gets 1 spell cast and dies. Never a good experience. Free mutas are free. A little too smart for that. They do bail out. It's such another drop. It's another drop. Remember when I said Rush is dropping every 30 seconds? I was not joking about that. This one's going to get cleaned out. It's a lot of Hydras out for Jaedong, man. A lot of them. 110 to 83 supply. Rush is up. Trying to find irradiate targets. He's like, do you have a Defiler? Oh, there's a Defiler. Crap. Well, we got that Lurker. How about this Defiler getting irradiated? Yes. This is a scrap-tastic game. Holy cow. This is some really, really good play from Rush. Pushing in again. Nidus dies again here at the 4th base. Yeah. Lurkers are really less of a concern, and that's a GG. Rush. Dude. Rush wins it. He was backed up into his own main base. He had no second. He had no third. He was in his main base. Jaedong was on 3 bases. There were lurkers down here. There was Dark Swarm down here. And I was like, Rush is dead. And Rush said, nah. We're going to clean the lurkers out of the main. We're going to retake it. We're going to establish a third. We're going to drop every one of Jaedong's bases in the next 60 seconds. Kill as many hatcheries as we can. Kill as much tech as we can. Deal with these lurkers like they don't even count for anything. And get the win anyway. What an incredibly baller move, dude. This guy is amazing. Amazing. Like, really, really good stuff here from Rush. I want to go... I need to see what happened. Because remember when there were 7 lurkers parked at the front of that base? And I said, this is not breakable with just bio. And then... oh, this is exactly where I wanted to be, except a little bit earlier. Tiny bit earlier. Let's get back there. Crikey. Yeah, and again, this is why people are kind of worried about Jaedong last year and this year. Does he... oh, okay. So part of it is he sends some lurkers up to defend this base. So there aren't 7 lurkers here. There's only 4. And then he comes in and he scans, or he brings the science vessel, he scans. He sees 4. So he irradiates 1 and then charges in from different angles, gets a full surround there. Man, that is great. I want to thumbnail that, kind of, but yeah. Great stuff. That was the beginning of the end. And then we just finish the rest of it. La 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 la. GG. Man. Yeah, time 16 is fast, it turns out. Okay. Let's see. 113,000 points, 110,000 points there. It's a similar units of production, which is impressive from the Terran player Rush. Jaedong outkilled a little bit, but not enough to make a difference there. Buildings raised 13-9. The outspend by the Zerg player in a 20-minute game is only about 3,000 resources. Not good enough. What's up, scumbag? Hey, did you know that I have a schedule? Did you know you can check that to see what's going to happen on the week for StarCraft and for Falcon in general, and you can see in advance what's happening. Fancy. Rush pulls it off. Neat. Next up, Ample and Rich on Dominator. Not quite as high level as a Rain versus Flash play, but it is Dominator, which is awesome. As always, be sure to bookmark and check the schedule. If you're ever like, what's Falcon going to do this week? I don't know. Bam, schedule will tell you. Right side of Dominator, Ample. South side of Dominator, it is Rich. Again, trying to make his way up the ladder and become an all-time great Protoss player, but he's got a long way to go. Ordy says, I wanted Age of Empires. Yes, well, bit in the minority on that one, I think, Ordy. Not many people like watching Falcon play the Age of Empires compared to the StarCraft. All right, let's get a prediction rolling out here. Ample. So again, Ample, you know, he's not light. He's not Rush. He's not shiny. So he's probably a pretty good matchup here for Rich. So curious to see what he's going to be able to do here. Ordy just likes the variety. That is fair. Variety is important. But man, StarCraft is important to a lot of you folk, and I get it. It's important to me as well. I'm casting it, watching it every single day. Ample, getting gas, factory, coming in before expansion. Same thing, Cybercore and gas before expansion from Rich, taking it seriously as one does. Scouting the wrong direction, unfortunately, on Dominator. It's a coin flip, 3-player map. You get in there, pick the wrong direction, don't find your enemy, totally sucks. Factory, like I said, on the way. And Cybercore coming in. Are we going to get the range upgrade before the expansion? No. What's up, Neo? Wow, holy smokes, Neokin is here on a Tuesday. What's up? Check it out. Hope you had a great stream. Toss you a follow. Thanks for being here. We got the StarCraft. We have Ample. We've got Rich. We've got PvT shenaniganries happening here. Thank you for the massive raid. Be sure to check him out.
Awaken my child.
Hey.
Embrace the glory that is your birthright.
Jalton following.
Know that I am the Overmind, the eternal will of the Swarm, and that you have been created to serve me.
Indeed. Always get a follow or two after a big raid like that. So welcome to the StarCraft. I'm Falcon Paladin. Been casting since 2015. 11th year celebration coming up this Saturday. Gonna have an 11-hour stream out there. Should be a good time.
You must construct additional pylons.
Flashbang. Esquia's here. What's up, Esquia? Probe getting... Probe's pinning a vulture on the ramp. Sick. Sick move there by Rich. That was really good. How are things in Esquiaville
Ready
lately?
to serve, my lord. In your name.
Spider-Mine upgrade.
For the king. Defending your honor.
Deo gratia.
Deo gracias indeed. Gracias. So, machine shop working on upgrades. Well, a machine shop first. Spider mine, yes. Robotics facility, either for reavers or for detection, probably both. But first choice is observatory. So playing a little bit safer. Rich here against somebody as good as Ample is. He knows Ample is probably favored in this kind of a matchup. Boom, 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 boom. Armory on the way from the Terran, no big deal. I mean, just upgrades, right? He's not really worried about like a 2-base carrier play. He's not really worried about Reavers at this point either because no Reaver tech has been produced. It is not on the way. Nyokin has a flashbang channel point alert. That sounds... sounds a little dangerous for some people. I don't know, man. Sounds chaotic, though. I'll tell you that much. Walling off against Vulture shenaniganry stuff. Spider Mines is done. Siege mode's on the way. Spider mining up potential third bases. Vultures. Oh, get it before he... You gotta get it before he starts the Nexus. Oh, too late. Just barely too late. Nexus comes up. Vultures can't do anything about that. If there were 10 of them and they had +2, they could probably take it down. But 2 Vultures with no attack upgrades are not going to be able to do that. Second factory on the way. I'm still trying to keep an eye out for Reaver stuff. Shuttle, yes. Reaver, no. What is Rich trying to do with the shuttle? Little Dragoon push out. Okay, just walks in, says bunker tank, huh? Not worried about it. Tanks have siege. There it is. Sieging up. Wow, Rich does not care that we're sieging up. He kills another tank, loses maybe 3 or 4 Dragoons there. Not the end of the world. Okay, bunker gets busted. A couple tanks die. That's as aggressive a push as I've seen with just 0-0 Dragoons on a tank position in a while. Robotic support bay now coming in. He says, I just want to put a little fear of Dragoons into the Terran, make him worry about moving out, which is cool. All right, so I guess at this point, Ample's just waiting around. He's like, are we... Is it too late for Reavers? It's never too late for Reavers, dude. I like him repairing his tank, though. A good Terran commander will repair their mech units when they are hurt. Just like how an SK Terran commander will get medics for his Marines and his Firebats and whatnot. Scumbag. Oh. Brother's dog gave birth yesterday. Half Shih Tzu and half pug. Aw, that does sound adorable. Little puppies. You're going to sell them? What are they going to do with them? Also, what's up, Wander? I would have GG'd by now. On either side, you think Rich would have GG'd by now? For what? Rich is fine. Rich is doing great. Rich is on 3 bases. Ample's only on 2. Is he going to take the stupid low ground minerals only base? I hope not. That's the worst base on the map. There's a ton of them. There are so many of them on this map. So third base is coming up not on the dumb minerals only location. This one actually has gas. Thank you very much. Get your upgrades, Ample. Come on, Ample. You got your +1. I appreciate that. But Flash had his +3 on the way at 13 minutes. You can still make it there if you just start your +2 now at 9. I believe in you. You can do it, man. So for now, everyone's just kind of at peace. Nobody's trying to murder anybody else, really. I mean, by making an army and getting an economy, you are trying to murder somebody in StarCraft. It's just not as active. It's more of a passive attempt to kill somebody that way. like if you want to kill somebody in real life and you just start going to the gym a lot so you're strong enough to kill somebody. That's not actively killing them, but this is passively working towards the same goal. Oh, interesting. Guy goes for plating. Not even going for +2 attack. Weird. The weirdest. Expanding up the left side. This is what Protoss does, man. If you're a Terran player and you're like, why does Protoss have 1,000 bases? It's because you let them get 1,000 bases. Because you allowed them to do it. That's what happens. You didn't harass them enough. You didn't make a push out. You expanded to a 3rd without really doing any real pressure on the Protoss, and now they're taking a 5th base. Or maybe they are at some point. It's getting a 2nd armory. Get a 2nd armory, man. Those are comsat stations. These are factories. Them are turrets. And here's the Reaver shenaniganery. Double Reaver, but late. Like, well after turrets are done. Well after Goliaths are running around. Yeah, just falling back. Don't worry about me, says the shuttle. I have 2 Reavers inside me that are 1,000 times more impressive and more expensive and more worth than I am. So now we've got another shuttle buddy. Oh, a triple. Okay, so it's Shuttle Zealot, and Shuttle Reaver. Coming. So push, front, drop, main, tail as old as time. Really, really good stuff here. Can you sneak it in? Can you get it done? I'm seeing a lot of shuttle from Protoss these days. True fact. Just eating the shots, man. Don't care about turrets at all. Zealots unload first. Reaver, double Reaver, and the Scarabs. Yeah, helping to kill a siege tank. SCV's running. Zealot kind of in the way a little bit, helping with that one. Reavers defending themselves. Never what they want to do. They want to be here, and they want to kill, I guess. If they can't kill SCVs, killing tanks is a secondary thing for them. Unloading in this weird place right behind the minerals. Can we get a... I got a Scarab out. I don't know how a Scarab fit through there at all. It didn't do any damage. But, yo, meanwhile, this is still happening. Pushing front. Natural base is kind of a madhouse right now for Ample. But tanks already defending the main base, coming back to defend the natural while they're at it. Dragoons got that +1 attack. Zealots. Tanks are dead. Can the bunker save it? There's not a lot here. Okay, way more stuff is coming in for Rich. Holy cow. Trying to send Vultures to deal with this? No. Trying to send Goliath to deal with this? Also, probably not. But, oh, bunker repaired. Oh, never mind. I thought the bunker was going to die, but nope. A lot of SCVs giving it the hug of life there. And everything's looking okay. Good grief. More Zealots coming in. More tanks just getting not even fully surrounded by Zealots. Just kind of halfway attacked and surrounded by Zealots. Bunker's still a problem for these Zealots. Vulture's big problem for the Zealots as well. And my goodness, Ample is left going, I've got 56 SCVs and 3 bases. Could have been worse. Felt bad, but could have been worse. And meanwhile, Rich is expanding top left up to that 4th base. Hasn't expanded again. Oh, yeah, just kidding. He's taking dumb base that I don't acknowledge. I'll be cold and in the ground the day I recognize this as an actual base on on this map. On Dominator. Oh, he's got dumb base too. All right, fine. They both have dumb base. It cancels out. It's 3 base to 4 base. Maybe a 5th base up here would be good. That's why that Vulture's there. He knows. Psystorm's on the way, because Psystorm is the best spell in all of StarCraft, and you always get it as Protoss, no matter what your enemy is doing or what the matchup is. Amazing stuff. So, Siege Tanks got that 1-1. We knew about that. We saw those upgrades coming in. He's not getting a +2 anything. He's not getting a +2 anything. He has 1 armory, and it's not working at the moment. It's not actively researching a thing. Starport's on the way instead of getting an upgrade. Dude, Ample. Upgrades, please. Although, again, Flash had that +3 really fast, and it didn't help him too much against Mini. Canaran Amulet's on the way. Psystorm, as I said. Great upgrade. Best upgrade. It's amazing. Ample looking pretty good. Feeling good about things, right? 4 bases. Again, mineral base. I don't want to recognize it, but it's looking fine. 161 to 179 supply. Protoss. Dancing. Protoss. We've got to keep an eye on carriers now. We're on carrier watch. Once the Protoss gets up to 3 gas, they're kind of like, you know, I could go for carriers and nobody would be able to stop me. They could, but sometimes that's how they feel. But when they're on 4 gas or 5 gas, then it gets really, really valuable. Are you seriously expanding towards the Terran player? Oh, I don't know about this. There are a lot of SCVs down here, though. Well, okay, there are like 7 SCVs down here, though. Killed about 7 of them. All right, fair enough. 55 SCVs remaining, 79 probes. The economic damage that Ample has taken is starting to stack up here, especially as the Protoss continues to pull further ahead and ahead in the income. Bruh. To attack on the Vultures. The Vultures, the Dragoons. They got a +3 on the way here soon. Finally, double armory. Working on a +2 attack. Second armory, quiet. I don't know. This feels like a Protoss win, man. Good. Storms. Great storms. Double tank dying to a single. Wow, 2 storms there. Good value there. Storms are free. This attack didn't do as well, based on the amount of Dragoon blood on the ground there. But again, tanks that have exploded do not leave corpses. So if you come and look at the after effects of a battle, you know, 47 tanks could have died, and there's no physical evidence of it. Unless you saw it happen. 12 Dragoons at a time being produced. He sees all these Vultures. He sees all these tanks. Ample's making a pretty strong bid to not die in this game, which I can appreciate. Everybody should have a strong sense of self-preservation here. 6 o'clock base coming up. I'm not sure Ample knows about this. It is, I mean, 1 tank parked right here would just destroy the whole thing. He's scanning, but he's really more worried about these troop movements out here on the map than looking and trying to find where Protoss bases are. So Rich is playing extremely well. You get too close, storm. Fall back to the high ground on Dominator. Where's the high ground, you might ask? That's everywhere. There's high ground all around the edges of the map. That tank spread by Ample is disgusting. Look how good it is. Oh, I don't think you can hit... Well, these guys are kind of clumping up now, but you can't hit 1 pack of tanks with 1 storm when we're like this. Yeah, slow but steady. Vultures covering, sniping a High Templar. Good pick-off. Great pick-off. Ample's looking great right now. Dragoons trying to charge in. Psystorm, yeah. Absolutely. More Psystorm, yeah. Absolutely. Tanks dying all over the place. But still more tanks behind it, right? Turrets getting produced to make it harder just to drop on these siege tanks, which is what our Protoss Rich wants to do today because he doesn't have any carrier tech. He doesn't even have Arbiter tech. He's just going Gateway Man with shuttles, which we've seen work and we've seen not work, right? There's no guaranteed strategy of winning in StarCraft. That's kind of what makes it great. There is no strategy you can go where if you just do it, you'll win. Not really how that works. Okay, up the right side. Apple expanding again. Love that from him. Okay, here we go. Can't let the tanks get this close. Rich charging in. Zealots leading the charge, obviously. +3 attack onto the gateway units. Fighting any storms available. Yeah, storm down to the south. He's trying to catch groups of tanks at the same time. But again, the split is a little bit too good for that. And if one of your storms doesn't hit the second tank, there's still 2 tanks here. Another High Templar dies. 158 to 137 supply. And we're looking at Ample with a very entrenched position in the middle of the map. This base is going to die. It's going to be canceled or killed. There's nothing that Rich can do about it. He does not have stuff in position. This base, if you know, Ample just kind of walked over here and sieged up some tanks. It would sure die, but he's busy doing other stuff. Here we go. Sieging up on the high ground. D-Matrix on this dude, keeping him alive to some extent. Observer getting out of there. Nobody likes that. Joel says Ample's got it. I like his position a lot. He's down 30 supply, but against a Protoss, that's sustainable. That's a doable thing. In the high ground tanks combined with the flanking tanks, combined with the vultures, sniping the High Templar. Now he's attacking Dragoons with those vultures. Could have killed the High Templar there. It's basically out of energy anyway, so I'm not sure that it really matters. But keeping those vultures alive would have been nice. Again, a little bit of micro can go a long way in a battle like that. Not a huge army from Rich, but he's sitting on 2,600 minerals and 1,600 gas back home. Just kind of rotating around the map up to the top side. SCV thought about expanding there. No, this counterattack's kind of intense. More tanks. Ah! More zealots causing problems. Good target fire on that shuttle, though. If there was anything in there, it's gone. Yeah, spider mining up the ramp. Going to make it a little bit harder for Rich to engage into. He takes this base up here, the natural of the 12 o'clock spawn. SaviorSword says that he thinks that Shuttle Man is the worst strategy in PvT from Protoss. What's up, Valors? Hello, hello. Welcome back to the stream. Rich is just trying to take down a couple tanks here and there. He knows he's not breaking this whole position. Oh, gosh. 4 High Templar just wander into tanks and die. All right, that helps. That helps you win. Holy smokes. I think I might be with you on SaviorSword. I feel like Arbiters are stronger, Carriers are stronger. But again, transitioning into Carriers is hard against a good Terran who keeps an eye on your transitions. Two upgrades on the tanks at 22 minutes is honestly kind of sad. But, I don't know, the difference between +2 and +3 is probably not enough to make you lose the game for Ample. +3 for the gateway units is there, and Terran's back. He's back here. He could kill these. He's making sure this doesn't happen. I guess that's not actually a base. There's nothing to kill there other than army, which is kind of isolated right now. This is a good Dominator game. Valors, you can tell by the number of names in the top right, whether it's a team game or a 1v1. It's on the screen. Reaper. Oh, Scarab. No. Yes. No. No. The Scarab dance. Oh, that's so annoying. That is so annoying to deal with. No, you're fine, Valors. You know, can learn. Everybody has things to learn about StarCraft these days. Even us. Even me. 200 to 183 supply. Rich is up. Got a bit of a bank here, too. Still no... Oh, +3 is done from Ample. Size Storm and a little bit of a clump. He immediately targets that with the Storm. Left side tanks getting targeted as well with Storm. And suddenly, Rich making a really strong push here into Ample's side of the map. Towards his fourth base, towards his natural base. But as always, you got high ground you can fall back to on Dominator. If you lose one set of high ground, there's another one not too far away. Example using EMP. I'll have to keep an eye out for it. I'm not sure if that came through the production tab. It might have. Yeah, I love this one Vulture's been working away on this pylon for 27 minutes. Finally gonna get some help to take out the Nexus. Yeah, Rich hasn't expanded in a minute. This base never got any saturation. This is not a base. Again, I am not convinced Ample knows there's a Nexus down here, which is fun. He does have EMP, so he catches 2 of the High Templar, which is how you know there was an EMP, is they turn into Archons. So no Storm available makes this a lot harder. I think Ample has this. Got a spazzing out Vulture down there, occupying multiple spaces at once. Archon says, how many kills can I get? 0. You can get 0. Sieged up. Yeah, like I said, he can walk tanks over here and siege the space and kill it. You know, I said that 10 minutes ago, but he's finally doing it now. Unless he gets super dropped on because there's nothing supporting these tanks whatsoever. And then the Zealots are just like, how about no? How about you not do that to my base? That sound wonderful? Not really. Pushing through the middle, trying to get rid of this weird entrenched tank position in the middle of the map. But once again, falling back. Zealots trying to jump in here and do something about it, but +3 siege tanks are no joke. Zealots not engaging with the tanks. There you go. Now Vultures are protecting the tanks. And now this Nexus is going to die. I don't know how you recover from this. If you're Rich. Yeah, the probes evacuate at just the right time. Thank goodness there's another door out of here. Because if you had to come this way, all those probes would have died, and that would have been a pretty significant chunk of the economy for Rich. So Nexus down. He's in trouble. He's mining here, and that barely counts. Ample's here. Looking better. But Ample can run on less money than the Protoss can because the cost efficiency of the tanks is always very, very good. Coming up the left side, Zealots, High Templar. What are you doing up here? I don't know what the point is of being up in that corner. EMP. Bam. Got it. Man, High Templar with 1 energy is just a complete waste of everything. Ample comes down, crushes this position. Long distance mining happening. Because again, 75 probes and 1 base mining means you got to get creative. Long distance mining on the left side. It is. No. Die, Vultures. Die. Up into the right side base. Not sure there's enough Protoss to do this. I like how these guys have been sitting in the general vicinity for a while, and they're finally doing something about it. But they're not going to be able to kill this whole CC. They didn't bring any splash damage, so they can't kill the SCVs very quickly either. And then tanks responding from 2 angles are going to make sure these guys all die terribly, and they did. So, base. Long distancing. Continually long distancing. Double expanding up here is Ample. Engaging high ground. Not going to work out. Not at all. And that's it. Rich GG's out. The long distance mining was all he had. Ample was controlling the map. Ample was at the 12 o'clock. Ample gets the win. Whew. So that was tough. That was a hard fought TVP. Ample gets the victory, though. Good match for sure. But this double expanding that won him for it more than anything else. What's up, Goat? He got there. Goat got there eventually. Nice job, Goat. What's up, dude? Okay, so 231,000 points to 238,000 points. Ample in the lead there. Got outproduced by Rich, but outkilled Rich. Structure raised 14 to 13. Very even. The outspend pretty good in a 28-minute game as well. About 12,000 resources there, but just not enough. Income was not good. You're eating a burrito with one hand and you're typing on the Twitch. Okay. Reasonable stuff. All right, one more replay. Should we find a PVZ somewhere? We should. We should. All right, let's go Best and Jaedong on Litmus. All right, Best and Jaedong on Litmus. Love this map, man. Top right, guess who it is? It's Best. Guess who's bottom right? It's Jaedong. Look, there's 2 gases in the main. What is happening on this crazy map called Litmus? Well, that's pretty much it. You get 2 gas in your main. One of them, well, they're both 3,000 resources apiece. There's your natural, which is fine. There's a whole back door you got to worry about, like we're on Neo. Yeah, exactly like on Neo Dark Jade. Exactly like it. But you spawn right side every time. There are no spawns on the left side. And that's about it. You can go really fast builds here. It's always been shenanigans. I don't think I've ever seen a game on this map where it was just normal. Destination has a backdoor too. Yeah. Destination has that backdoor, but Neo Dark Jade has a backdoor you gotta watch out for as well. So, let's see when the gas is gonna get taken. But happy Tuesday, all. Hope you're having a fantastic day of StarCraft. I know that I am. Looks like gonna go for a hatch here. Best sends a probe down, 2-player map. You know where he is. This is not hard to scout. Comes in and does see, in fact, the overpool. So playing it safe, 2-player map. A lot of shenanigans are available. Blah, blah. So it's hard to get a cannon rush against somebody who went overpool. It's hard to really to 2-gate them either. So I think Best is playing this pretty straight. Probe just trying to see what else is going on. What's the follow-up? Is there a hatch? Just has been playing the StarCraft 2 campaign. That's fun. Also sick that vultures can rearm their mines. Is that... I never really used vultures in the StarCraft campaign for StarCraft 2. They can do that? There's a lot of crazy overpowered stuff in the campaign for StarCraft 2. It's actually pretty fun for that reason. OP stuff is fun, right? That's what we like about StarCraft, is the OP stuff. So, Forge Expand for Best. All right. What year is it? It's a newer game because we're on Litmus, but dude, what the heck? Forge Expand against an overpool. There's the expansion. That's pretty cool. Twitch chat. I did not even know that. I assume that's one of the things you can choose in the Wings of Liberty campaign. One of the options, right? I didn't... Man, I don't even remember looking at that and being like, wow, that's pretty good. So there's the gate. Once again, there's a back door you got to worry about. This drone is up to no good. This drone right here has mischief on his mind. I think Jaedong's going to try to slip Lings into the back door of Best. I'm going to glitch him in here. Normally, you got to mine through these minerals, but if you can do a glitch maneuver... Yeah, you can get Lings through. One Ling gets through. Where's your buddy? Where's your buddy? Everybody... And then the drone mines a little bit and glitches through right there, right through the stasis cell. And again, it takes time, but it's doable. Got it. Okay, so all 4 Lings get through. All 4 Lings are heading into your main base. Your front door is locked down, but is your anything else locked down? No, absolutely not. Quick. Defensive cannons in the mineral line. What did he see? I don't know what he saw, but he saw it. Lings are here. Cannon needs to live. No way. Too many attacks. Okay. Didn't happen. Did not get the circle of life on it. Killing one of the Lings is actually really helpful here. The Zealots can clean up 3. They should be able to. Holy smokes. He could have sent more. He could have sent more Lings, but he's not being too crazy about it. Probe sniped. Probe sniped. He's just getting a Stargate. Best is generally unperturbed by this. I gotta say, he's not as worried about it as you'd want him to be. Metabolic boost coming in, and Aspire's on the way too. Speed is done. Oh gosh, Speedlings, and these Speedlings are problematic. Oh, tell me this isn't wide open. Alright, this is wide open. Oh. Alright, well, yep, more Lings are gonna come. This is just death. Anytime you've got this many Speedlings, and you have Zealots to deal with it, I guess if you have enough Zealots and you can wall off, it works, but this is just not viable. This is not viable strategy at all. Alright, well, Best is still building a Stargate. Boy, would I have canceled that. He knows it doesn't matter. GG, Jaedong, getting tricksy with it. Glitching those Lings through the back door. Up into the main base we go. And then, ta-da! More Lings come in the front door. You think if he'd actually had a block here, like a Zealot or two holding this position, can you hold this position with a Zealot, or can Lings still slip by? Walling off is hard. Walling off is really tricky. But if he just had one Zealot here, do you think he lives? You think he lives? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe he doesn't even live. So Jaedong gets the win. Whew! Stats don't matter as much in the games that are 5 minutes long. But good stuff. All right, that's it. That's it for replays today. We're about 90 minutes into the stream. We'll head over to US West BattleNet. Jujum. Get some live games going on a Tuesday. Well, it's Tuesday, isn't it? It's Tuesday. In fact, it is. British Falcon. So we did Best and Sharp. Wait, where the heck are we? Oh, we went into 2026 and did some stuff. Well, that's fun. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Cleared it out. All right, good deal. Stepping away for a second. We'll take a bit of a break. Don't go anywhere. We shall return.
The Staff of Kings! You astound me, my friend. You have discovered the shaft portion of a Herodric staff. I trust you know how to use a Herodric cube to unite the shaft with its headpiece.
RJB is definitely stream sniping in this game.
You must construct additional pylons.
You know, Admiral, I think I'll just massacre your remaining troops now and watch you die in agony. How would that be?
You vastly underestimate me, my dear.
I don't think so, Admiral. You see, at this point, I'm pretty much the queen bitch of the universe.
All right, what's up? Seventh flag is here. SaviorSword is here. We've got Goat as well. Some good stuff. What do we got? Joel says he's going to try to join, and he won't stream snipe. That's nice of him. Again, if you want to join the games, you can. Just got to be a subscriber on the YouTube or a follower on Twitch. Doesn't cost you anything. Try Goat versus SaviorSword. 1v1. Could be interesting. Octagon. I have Octopus. I don't know that I have Octagon. Already says Bloodbath is the best 1v1 map. Perhaps it be. SaviorSword sends me a map called Octagon. All right, new map. I like new map. New map is fun. Let's try new map. Let's put it in the downloads folder. That's a good place for maps to go. Winner faces Falcon. Yeah. Octagon. Sounds good, Joel. Cool. This is Octagon. Is that high ground or low ground in the middle? Kind of hard to tell. But it is an octagon in the middle. That's what the map's named, and that's what it is. Got a natural, got a minerals only third base. Goat's going as random. GLHF. Let's see what do we get. The low ground is all buildable. Or is it unbuildable? SaviorSword's like, don't go random, please. Okay, top right of the map. It is an orange Terran player. It's Goat. Top left, SaviorSword. PvT. How do you join the lobby? Well, it should say just look for a game named Falcon, and then you can join it if you're on US West BattleNet. So a TVP. Let's see how this goes. Seventh Flag says he's the best obs in town. Goat's like, I don't know this map, dude. Yeah, 1v1. Sometimes we'll do a 1v1 on stream. I like to call it a grudge match, except Goat and SaviorSword are friends. So it's not really a grudge match. Goat says he is literally a burrito. So he gets in here, sees Terran, sees where he is. Great scout from SaviorSword. Seventh Flag says that SaviorSword's a gentleman when he doesn't actively kill him, which does happen. Just is like, I'll play with you guys, but I'm on an Xbox. How is there StarCraft on the Xbox? That's not real. That can't be real. Oh, and SaviorSword going for the Nexus first. Okay, gas is coming in from Goat. Oh, this might be a build order loss. This might be a build order loss from SaviorSword. He's risking it for the biscuit here with the Nexus first. I can never tell if you're joking about this, Mr. Just. So there's your Nexus. Dude, has he really not scouted this? He's scouting. He's scouting the wrong way. He's scouting counterclockwise. No, he's scouting clockwise, and he should have gone counterclockwise. Okay, cannon, gate. Finally, the SCV scouts it, but here we go. He's like, oh, your Nexus is done, and this cannon's not done. Okay, Goat's got a window here. What can he do? What can he do? Is he going to try to punish it? Is he going to make some tanks? Try to come up here and take care of it? Because that is what the response needs to be. It's not cross-spawned. The crossing distance is not too far. Marines in production. An engineering base. Seems like a bad use of resources right here. It's like the Steam Deck. I get that, but do you play with, like, your thumbs? Seventh Flag says, building a second cannon is not the right move here. I mean, if there's going to be tanks showing up, yeah. Not going to help. Yeah, I don't think StarCraft is a console game, but man. StarCraft 64 exists, doesn't it? So it's been done. That's got to be siege mode. This has to be our guy being like, all right. Here we go. Probe says tanks are out. Savior, please acknowledge. Did you turn the stream off? SaviorSword stream cheating in his 1v1 against Goat. Sad. So, how does SaviorSword deal with this? The answer could be Zealots, could be Dragoons. Yeah, no space there, just. That's the one. So a couple Zealots trying to fight it here. Siege Tank 3 Marine, pretty scary. Sitting across more tanks. Siege mode appears to be done. Unless it was another upgrade, and I don't know why it would be another upgrade. There you go. Well, bam. All right, now the pressure's on. Any sign of anything other than slow Zealots and Dragoons? No. Citadel's on the way. Zealot legs would be super useful here. Siege it up. Siege it up. Bring the other tank up. Come on, Goat. Come on, Goat. Other tank needs to be involved here. What? I guess he was probably macroing back home. He needed the other tank there so much. He just kind of sat there and let his first tank die. Welcome to the Discord server, Mr. Just. Well, alright. I think SaviorSword's got it then. Fairly sure anyway. Get away with the Nexus first against a Terran player. Don't overreact to him making too many cannons. Get speed for your Zealots. Get range for your Dragoons. And as long as your second base doesn't die, you win. Like, this is really problematic. What's up, Smart Monkey? Happy Tuesday. Welcome aboard. Is he really not going to siege up his tanks? He did siege him up for a second. There we go. There's the siege up. Cannon in a lot of trouble. Bringing an SCV would be nice. 2 SCVs for body blocking. Really powerful stuff. Again, that's what the higher level Terran players will do in this situation. But again, Goat's not a higher level Terran player. He plays random. He's fine. He's a good player. Ow, taking every tank shot on these gateway units is a problem. Spider mines? Oh, the Zealots are dying. The Dragoons are dying. Goat, maybe he's pulling this off. Maybe he's pulling this off, man. Can we do this? At the very least, I think his natural's going to die at this point. I don't think he's dead necessarily. Ooh, got a DT out there, but Spider Mine connects on the DT. Fall back, bait it, bait it, bait it. Yes! Okay, DT sniped. More Spider Mines. Bring an SCV, build a turret. You have an engineering bay. Bring an SCV, build a turret. Spider Mines are a good answer against DTs, but not the answer against DTs. Ah, tank down. Bring an SCV, build a turret. Man, Goat knows there are DTs out. He's not building a turret. What's up, Sob Baggett? Happy Tuesday. Come on, Goat. This is turning into a weird game, man. More tanks, more vultures. Goat floating some cash. Speed Zealots running into Spider Mines with wild abandon. Just don't even care. Little high groundy spots you can kind of hide on a little bit, but pushing. SaviorSword's the one. Who is the aggressor right now? Spider Mine's getting laid. Bam. Zealot takes a shot. Okay, tank down, but Zealots are dying. That's kind of a huge deal. Am I doing a celebratory time change stream Sunday? Because of daylight savings? No, but I will be doing an 11-hour stream on Saturday. If you want to stop by for that one, as always, check out the schedule. The schedule. The schedule is the schedule. Well, he's got a vessel at least, so who needs a turret? There's a DT running around, though. Oh, gosh. Hold on. Hold on. DT says, any third base? Heck no. Is there a second base is the question you should be asking. The answer to that is no. Rejoice in the extra daylight of summer. Yes, I will rejoice. Summer is way better. Do not lose the science vessel to Dragoons for no reason. Oh, there's way too much. There's way too much. Yeah, I don't think Goat has enough to handle this much Protoss. Dragoon's good unit. Nice stutter step in there. Oh, yeah. Every tank gonna die. 59 to 47 supply. SaviorSword is up. Every tank is dead except for this one right here. Armory's on the way. Spider Mine's happening. DT just kind of checking to see if there's a base there or not. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Ugh. Taking a shot there, too, Mr. DT. I don't think he has any kills. Whew. Yeah, this reminds me of kind of like early days PvT back in 98 when StarCraft was new. 99, 2000, people were posting little clips of battles like these. It'd be like a Dragoon and a shuttle versus like a tank and a vulture, and there'd be this crazy micro, and you're like, wow. Nobody was macroing behind it. It was just all little micro shows back then. Then macro got a lot better, and the game completely changed. So Goat's taking a second. SaviorSword's thinking about getting, there you go, getting a third, thinking about getting a fourth too. So 78 to 53 supply. SaviorSword's up. SaviorSword's feeling great. Just pumping here off of 2, 4, 6 gates. Who do we appreciate? That's right, it's SaviorSword. There's a shuttle over here. Bunker siege tank inside the main to defend against whatever's happening here. Goat needs more gas, and he is taking a second refinery for that very reason. The DT that was over here is now dead. Well, there you go. Look at him playing StarCraft. Check this out. Dude is playing StarCraft on his handheld device. That's crazy. When he was talking about it earlier, I thought he was trolling. I thought he was like, ha ha ha. I'm playing StarCraft on my Asus Rogue. It's like, ah, that's a good one. But he's really doing it. Amazing. That should be impossible, says 4Prime. They put it on the Game Pass, right? So they've got a mobile port of it, at least. A little bit of a drop inside the base here. Siege tank. No, walking a High Templar and gets a storm off. Good SCV pull. Bunker finishes off the High Templar. Could have been a lot worse. Not a bad defense here from Goat. Does he have EMP? I think that's a big question to ask right now. Spider Mine, yes. Dragoons dying. These siege tanks, again, a problem. They've killed a lot of Protoss today, but SaviorSword has weathered it pretty effectively. He's got a third base. He's got a fourth base. But getting dragged, small groups of Protoss getting dragged into this little setup is not good for him. Really bad for him long term, actually. So maybe don't be trying that. But SaviorSword keeps getting ahead, right? 2 extra bases up on the Terran player. Siege tank's good. Not that good. Goat needs a third base. He needs to go more factories. Yeah, running on 2 factories on 2 bases is just not viable. He's got so much cash he's floating right now. He's building more turrets. He doesn't want to get dropped again, which is understandable, but he needs more protection. He's floating cash. You got to do one of those things. Already says 4 primes. Probably going to go carriers here. I mean, these tanks are getting some value. Don't get me wrong. Trying to bait stuff into his siege tanks, which is pretty cool. Little vulture harassment down here, not bad. Probes on the gas, especially getting targeted. By that I mean 0 workers have actually died. There you go, getting 1 kill. Come on, get a 2nd kill. Is he missing shots because these probes are going into the assimilator? Nope. And it is 156 to 81 supply. SaviorSword is up so big. He's got a Stargate, but not a lot of probes here. He needs to move out of the main base, too. I mean, these little engagements are going well for Goat. He's killed a lot of Zealots. He's killed a lot of Dragoons. High Templar have died here, too, but getting across the map is a whole nother question. He's got more factories. So he's got 4 factories. 5th factory coming up now. So if he can get up to like 15 siege tanks, it's going to be tough for SaviorSword to break that without... Oh, there you go. Nice counterattack. I'm going to say without shuttles. Counterattacks are good. Nice D-Matrix. Really nice D-Matrix there. And then attacking into here, too. Good. Psystorm on the clumped up siege tanks. Well executed. Forcing the unsiege. He's not bringing obs with him, so these spider mines continue to get way too many connections against Dragoons. Or maybe it doesn't really matter in the long run. But yeah, look, if you're playing against a Protoss player and they go Nexus first on you and you're Terran, and you don't know exactly how to punish it, you're probably just going to die. I mean, this is throwing good against bad is the problem. And there you go. I mean, this tank's got 6 kills. I think that's 6 Dragoons, but the production capabilities here of SaviorSword are intense. He still has not sent all of these probes away as he needs to do. 2, 4, 6 of them. Maybe setting up another drop? I don't know. Stargate is building. Probably a scout, if I had to guess. Goat needs to spend his monies. Production cycles are hard sometimes to get going. Also, upgrades would be good. He's got +1 attack against a +2/+1 upgrade set up for SaviorSword. You're trying to set up for a 3rd base while you're at it. Coming down. Again, not a huge army, but... Oh, the siege tanks are just great. Coming in from the flank, though. Yeah, no 3rd base for you. I think SaviorSword's entire goal here, expanding again down the bottom left side, is at least make sure that Goat doesn't get any sign of a 3rd base. Can't even attempt it with the pressure that's on right now. Yeah, and even if he doesn't kill this, it doesn't matter. It is over. Goat's mining out of his main base, if not mined out already. His natural base is there, but it's not going to really keep up with the production capabilities either. I mean, yes, the kill-death ratio here today from Goat is going to be insane. Oh, an Arbiter's out. Okay. Fair enough. SaviorSword says Arbiter. He's not going to go Shuttle Man. He's going to lose the Arbiter to everything real quick for some reason that I can't quite fathom. Didn't really do much. All right. So, look, Goat. He's having a good time. He's killing a lot of Protoss, but Protoss is everywhere. Oh, look at this. Third base, bottom right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get a third base, bottom right. Goat loves his D-Matrix today, that's for sure. D-Matrixing a Spider Mine would be rad. Transferring SCVs down. There's the 4 Stargates. There's the Fleet Beacon. There's the second Cyber Core. Okay. So that's what SaviorSword's going to get into at 21 minutes. He says, well, I've got like 4 gas. So we might as well make some carriers. Sounds like a fine thing. He's got the anti-air. Boom, 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 boom. It's a slow push. Again, Protoss gets vulnerable when they're trying to tech into carriers. It is. It's a really vulnerable thing for them. So if Goat can take advantage of that very vulnerable window, start killing bases, but man, the counterattack is brutal in here too. And then, oh gosh, up into the third base, massive attack there as well. Yeah, that's it. Because the ladder is a horrible place to live, smart monkey. And nobody should have to experience it. That's fun. Probe deaths are interesting. Problem is, this is happening. Waiting for the stasis to wear off, and what's it gonna do? Be the death of all of these tanks. I mean, hats off to Goat. He got Nexus first and he survived for 23 minutes. Not easy. Once again, I would say are we not going Observer, but there's one here now. GG. Didn't even need the carriers to pull it off. Makes a lot of sense. All right. GG. Nexus first. Goat. He's going to go random. Needs a build order that says, what if the Protoss goes Nexus first against me? What do I do? Look at this outspend ratio. Look at this kill death ratio. Not as good as I thought it was going to be, honestly. So what? Goat produced 270 and killed 182. So, I mean, that's actually not even as good. Not as good. Not as good. All right. GG's, well done. We've got 4 Prime in here. We have 7th Flag. We've got Goat. GG's. I needed to kill his economy. Gotta pring SCVs if you're gonna punish Nexus first. My production is garbage, says Goat. Garbage, says Goat. Catch you later, smart monkey. But yeah, SCVs would have been nice. Would have been nice. Okay, let's go bacon. Bacon. Le bacon. What do we got here? We'll go back to Allegro. Again, doesn't look that much different from Retro. Nope. Let's use the map settings and let's get a move on. Alright, let's see who wants in here. Give it a chance for it to fill up. Again, you can play. Password is SOC US West BattleNet. The name of the game will always have Falcon in it, so you can find it. Seventh Flag, SaviorSword, 4 Prime, Goat. They are here. Target was in, and then Target left. No, Target, you want to play? Joel, you can play. I'll put you in, buddy. Just is in as well. Oh, man. Just on his mobile gaming platform is here to play. This is Controller Man. It is Controller Man. He's like, I can't type? He said he has to pull up a whole nother thing to type. But if he's on... He's lagging too. Oh, Target left. What the... Is it a free-for-all? Yes. It's kind of a free-for-all. So he's on Wi-Fi. We know that for sure because he's on an Asus Rogue, and he's out of there too. All right, let's go. Sounds good, Joel. If we can hit the goal for a free-for-all today, we'll get a free-for-all today. But so far, we've got 1 Prime sub today on the stream. So a little bit more ways to go to hit that free-for-all situation. All right, here we go. Ba-bam. Steal the bacon, top left. It is a Black Protoss player. It was 7th Flag, also known as Yesterday. Top right, SaviorSword. Bottom right, ooh, it's Zergin up 4 Prime. Bottom left, Goat. Got Zerg coming in as random. So we'll get a prediction rocking out here. Seventh Flag, SaviorSword, 4 Prime, and Goat. So 5 minutes to go until the flag is available to be picked up. Ba-dum, 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 bum, 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 bum. Boom. So nobody's trying to cannon out here. No one's trying to build bunkers or make a hatch in the general vicinity. That's a hatch first for both Zergs. It's a 2-gator, though, from 7th Flag, though. Hold on. Maybe he has some plans. SaviorSword went Nexus first into gate. So the 2-gate is by far the most aggressive opening. But being aggressive, getting captures early does not mean you're going to get captures late. In fact, it kind of hurts the ability that you might have to get any captures late at all. Two minutes left. 4 Prime looking for that also important third base. If you don't have a third base, you kind of just die out here. As Zerg, Goat, not really looking for it, actually. His pool's done. 2 minutes left. Zealots coming in early. That's the thing. You got to time it. You can't pick up the flag until the timer runs down. There's the Cyber Core for SaviorSword. He's going to send a probe out and a Zealot, but 2 Zealots will beat that with Go to Micro, depending on how the probe picks up the flag, yeah? So he's just kind of hanging out. Probe just kind of hanging out. A little bit early to the party again. SaviorSword's a little bit early to the party, which is not usually how he does it. That's kind of strange. $30 seconds. Still here. Still hanging out. And 17 seconds. We're going to have a little mini battle here. A little bit early. 4 Prime shows up with some lings. Says, 3 Zealots. Ain't no one got time to deal with that. Going to run around and run around and run around and try to get the drone in there. Oh. Come on. Dude, the micro here from 7th Flag is kind of amazing. Orb Goblin
has dictated that our first priority is to strengthen our defenses.
Thank you for the $2 super chat, Orb Goblin. Justice for Bimmy, as always. All right, so yes, the person who's invested the most in early game attacking units is able to get the first capture. I think that's only fair and only reasonable that 7th Flag would get the first capture of the day. Excellent. Now, he's also covering for the second capture of the day. He's expanding as well, which is great. Love to see that. There's the cap. All right, I thought that probe was capping. This guy has the flag. And thinking about it, really strongly thinking about it. Okay, I don't know what he's waiting for. Like more Zealot? Oh, I guess waiting for his probe to get down there. He's waiting because he doesn't have a probe down to pick up the flag when it respawns after he captures. So he should capture it now. Come on, you got it, 7th Flag. You control. Go, 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 buddy. Yes, there it is. Okay, so gets the capture. Bam, flag spawns, probe there. Excellent. A little clunky, but he's got the spirit here. He wants to make sure that he's the guy to get the capture after the one that he gets as well. So, heading up. Zealots actually slowing down his ability. Probes are a little bit faster than Zealots. And again, holding the flag. He's got a minute 30 to return it before he loses the opportunity to. Making a Stargate. And the Zerg players are just like, la 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 la. 3 bases. Do 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 do. Hydralisks out from Goat. There's a lair coming in from 4'. He's got some Hydras too. But yeah, it's Protoss versus Protoss shenaniganry here so far. And if someone can knock him off. Oh, lurkers in the middle. Okay, that's pretty fantastic from Goat. I didn't see the lurker tech. So yeah, lurker tech's going to be a problem. I don't know if either of these Protoss have obs. Their ability... Oh gosh, their ability to get up here and detect is a little problematic. Yeah, Orb Goblin, first bacon. Okay, 2 captures from 7th flag. Flags in the middle. There's a DT here. There's lurkers here. SaviorSword is trying to build cannons around the edge too, which is annoying. Detection, detection, detection. 4' doesn't have it. His overlords are slow. His lair just finished up, so he can't have it. Even if he started it when the lair finished, he wouldn't have it by now. Takes too long to get there. So what do we got, folks? It's a stalemate of the invisible mans. Invisible lurkers, invisible DT, but... Drone's better at this because DTs... Ow. Ow. Because DTs don't have range, and lurkers do. But guess what has range? High Templar have range. Got 2 of the 3. Goat gonna get a capture back here. Come on, Goat. I mainly get them from viewers. Valors. Valors. SaviorSword is the one who really likes this whole capture the flag, steal the bacon thing. So he sent in the original one and made this edited version as well. SaviorSword, bam. Goat's got a capture. 7th flag has 2 captures. 4'. Trying to get Overlord speed so we can actually do something here. It is neat. It is really fun. Okay, Hydro Lurker, DT sniping a drone of 4' that he brought to this party, sniping lurkers belonging to Goat as well. The cannons are sort of problematic, but there's only one of them up there. Go, go, go. You have enough Hydras to wipe out those cannons. There's 11 of you. There's 2 cannons. It's like, oh, now there's 3 cannons because you waited and you're losing Hydras to them. All right, new drone picked up, headed home. Good. I like it when everybody at least gets 1 capture out here. DT's fighting against Hydras with detection. Bad. 3 drones up here, ready to return as soon as this guy gets back with his prize. So looking good. Now, Psy Storms available. Yes, 1 storm there. 1 storm there. Soon to be 2 storms here. Flag picked up. Flag, go, 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 go. This is fast. This is fast capturing. Fast capturing by 4'. Let's do this. Let's do this like... do this. capture. Next one, going. He's getting 3 captures in quick succession. 7th flag says, hey, how about no? How about you not get all 7 captures in 2 minutes? What if we shut that down right quick? Very nicely done. Really, really good stuff here. So, good good probe snipe there, too. Mass lurker from Goat. Good luck dealing with this, anybody. Ow. 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 Killed 1. He's fighting it. That's not the right move, but can he get the capture? Come on. Go. No, it didn't. Just too late. Oh, Goat. That's funny. Bringing a drone up. He's like, okay, well, now I've got my mass lurker stratagem. No one can stop me. Oh, SaviorSword has like 15 storms. Never mind. Anything can stop me. But only gets 1. He gets 1 return at least for his 2nd total now. Dragoons versus lurkers with range, with an attack upgrade. Who needs Psystorm? Not Protoss. Not against lurkers, they don't. Lurkers are not great against Toss. Way better against Terran. Still necessary. Still a big part of the matchup, but my goodness. It is a good one. So it's 3-2-2-2 right now. 3 captures for 4 Prime, 2 for everybody else. SaviorSword swings in and gets his 3rd capture as well, even while the Zerg forces are closing in. Reavers covering the retreat. Love that. Yeah, if the Zergs want to go, Lurker Hydra, I'll get Psystorm, I'll get Reavers. I don't see why not. Oh, beautifully done. Yeah, 4-kill Reaver there. Getting shots off on lurkers. This is great by SaviorSword. Really, really solid control with the splash damage. Right? That's what you do. 7th flag says, playing the objective is for chumps. Charges into the 3rd base of SaviorSword. Is going to probably take it out. I'm not sure that SaviorSword can both save that and control the center with the Zergs lurking around like they are. It's going to be lurker versus lurker battles here. Whose lurkers are whose? I don't know, man. They're both black. Kind of hard to tell whose belongs to who. Would be nice if they had a little circular color outline when they're burrowed so you could tell whose is whose here, but whatever. A little bit late for that, I imagine. 7th flag is Orb Goblin Spirit Animal. I like that. I like that take. Yeah, so lurkers are just destroying hydras on both sides of it. You got to get to 7 captures to win, so always keep that in mind when you're watching. Oh, lurkers killing both Goat and 4 Prime are losing a ton of hydras to these lurkers, man.
Adjutant online.
Hey.
Good morning, Captain. Our long voyage from Earth is over, and we are holding a stationary position near the borders of Dominion space.
What's up, Millennial X Mindset? Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the StarCraft. Hope you're having a good time here today on the stream if you're here, or if you're not, welcome to the channel anyway. Sometimes you can subscribe to the channel even if Falcon's not live streaming. Or when you're not watching the live stream, you can still sub. So, 3 bases for the Zergs. This base is available. Again, SaviorSword loses this one. He's on 2 base, which is going to hurt him in the long term here. Is he into the Arbiter tech yet? He is. He's got Arbiters. He's waiting for the chance to get 4 Arbiter captures in quick succession with the recalls. 4 Prime says must deal with Dragoons and everything else. Great. Overlord Snipe. 2-2 upgrades versus Goat's 2-2 upgrades. I'm proud of both of the upgrades here. Hey, what's up, Nutty? Nutty X Deku. Nice. Been playing StarCraft for over 20 years now, Nutty. Very impressive stuff. Welcome to the stream. We're here with StarCraft on the channel every single day, whether it's live streams, shorts. We've got standalone, really high-quality game VODs as well. Awesome stuff. Seventh flag is back. Lurkers are just no match for Protoss if there isn't any Dark Swarm, man. This is so tough to do. I mean, if there's no detection either, right, then yes, the Protoss will die, but by 16 minutes, there should be obs out at the very least. Look who's got his own Arbiters. Okay. Ultralisks joining the party. I love a good nice stasis on the Ultralisks. They've, don't have any attack upgrades, but, the tankiness is there. Flags in the middle. SaviorSword making a push. 4 primes here, 2 goats. Not looking great with the stasis. There's the Dark Swarm, but Zealots and Sidestorm do not care about your Cloud of Doom. Not even a little bit. And everything inside the Dark Swarm is going to die. Oh! Trying to get a drone in there, but something, maybe a goat lurker killed it. I don't know, but he does. 4 prime sneaks in, picks up a flag capture. This is going to be his 4th capture. Go, go. Your own dudes are in the way. I hate it when that happens. Oh, you're the one that subbed. Okay, so you're nutty and you're Millennial X mindset. Fair enough. Yeah, for some reason, YouTube has stopped showing display names on YouTube in the chat for live streams, which I think is stupid. Just let people use their display names. YouTube. So yeah, the notification showed in as your display name, but in chat you are your handle, which is annoying. Oh my gosh. Go trying to... No! Got hung up on his own Ultralisks. Trying to get home with it. Nope. Flag abandoned. Zerg running. Protoss too big. Too many Dragoons. 3/2/2 upgrades as well. 7th flag is running in trying to engage with SaviorSword. He doesn't have good upgrades. There's the recall capture. So that's going to be 5. Did you get 5 there? Or 4? That's going to be 4 for him. The Zergs are at 4. Yeah, 4. Okay, so that's 4. SaviorSword's at 4. Plague. Ooh, nice Plague by 4 prime. Dragoons dying all over the place. The splash damage is low. Not enough energy for a Storm on that 13 kill High Templar. DT's in the mix. You always got to bring Overlords with you to the middle in a battle like this, my friend. Flag sitting here. Plaguing the enemy's Zerg army is not something you see every day either. So he gets plagued, Goat does, but then gets the capture anyway. This is going to be 5 for him. He's going to take the lead unless someone can intercept his drone and stop it. Who controls the middle? Nobody really. But it's okay. They don't have to control it yet because the flag will not respawn until Goat makes the capture. Ooh, is he going to hold it? Goat knows enough to hold it. Consume, consume, consume. Plague on the Ultras. Oh, gosh. All 3 Ultras catch a massive Plague. Great job by 4 prime. And yeah, the Ultras are like, might as well engage now. We're not going to be any better once the Plagues fully affected us. So they do get some damage done before they die, but die they do with that Plague. Dark Swarm, Lurker. Too many Lurkers for the Zealots or the High Templar to engage with. No Storm on that High Templar still. And Goat remains hanging on to the flag. He's not in a position where he can get the next one. So if we, 60 seconds to go. If he's not careful, he can have the flag be taken from him and respawn in the middle. 7th flag's in here. He's devoted himself to getting a win in one of these bacons. He's never done it before, but he's been leveling up. He's on 3 bases. SaviorSword's on 2. He's on 3 bases. The Zergs are on 3. If anyone has an economy to do this, the longer the game goes on, the better it's going to be for 7th flag. Nice Plague. Here comes Goat again. He's going to try. There it is. Got the capture. Go, 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 Goat, go. Got it. Okay, so he's engaging anyway. He's going to try to do like an unload, pick up, reload maneuver. There's got to be a drone inside that Overlord, right? No? We're just... we just walked in. Okay. Nice snipe by SaviorSword. Not allowing that at all. Lurkers, Reavers, Arbiters joining the party here too. New drone. New drone. He's kind of, sort of holding some... holding a little bit of calm in this chaos. Brings 2 drones up. Gets the pick up. Does he have drops? I don't think he has drops. I think he'd pick up if he had drops. So Goat heading back home. I don't think anybody's going to intercept that one either. So that's going to put him at 5 captures. No, 6 captures for Goat. That's right. He's purple. See the purple telling us who he is. That's huge. That's really huge. What do we got? Is he going to do it? He just takes it. Flags in the middle. 4 prime not paying attention quite. He's got a drone right there. He picks it up. But is it sniped? No. SaviorSword could have sniped the drone and didn't do it. The Ultralisks intercept and assassinate the drone of 4 primes. Upgrades 3-3 versus 3-3. Numbers matter in that situation, and Goat has more Hydras than 4 prime does. Where is his Overlord, though? He's controlling the flag. The engagements up here have nothing to do with this. 4 prime gets another drone in. What is this? Muta's going to town on 3rd base from 4 prime, trying to hurt him economically. I'm not sure that's the right move. But Goat's like, I had the gas for it, so might as well. Hydra's chasing. Nope, can't do it. Getting obliterated by reinforcing Hydralisks. And 4 prime's going to get pumped up to 5 captures once he captures that one. 7th flag has got some stasis probes here. Will the flag spawn in there? Where? Wait. What does it do if there's stuff on the beacon? Where'd it go? The timer's running down. Oh, what the? Wait. Does it let the probe pick it up when it's stasised? But then it can't move. Oh, I'm so confused by this. I think it let the probe pick it up even though it was in stasis when it spawned in. That's cool. I didn't know it would do that. Yeah, weird behavior with how the flag works. There's the pickup. Go. Get out of there. Go. That's going to be his 3rd capture. Again, well, unless the mutas assassinate, which, I mean, there's 0-0 mutas, but probes don't have a lot of HP, so they sniped him. Wait. The flag got taken to the middle. What? Goat, 97 supply. SaviorSword, a lot bigger. Engaging. There's the 7th cap. He picks it up. That helps so much. Go. Yeah, Goat's got it. Well, the chase is on. 4 prime's trying to come in, but there's an escort of Goat units with the upgrades that he needs to handle it, and that's going to be a Goat victory. He's got 27 seconds, which is more than enough to land it here. Calls the GG, and wow. That was a good steal the bacon as Goat, Eye of the Goat, in fact, gets the win. Not Chaotic Evil Goat, just regular Eye of the Goat gets the win. Nicely done, my friend. Excellent job there. Bam. Goat. Nobody picked him. Nobody believed in Goat. I believed in Goat. Entirely possible. Really helped that SaviorSword got knocked down to 2 bases by yesterday's attack on his 12. Knocking out the 3rd base of SaviorSword slowed him down quite a bit. Like, he was still the biggest, but economy was not as good as everybody else was. So, GG. Way to go, Eye of the Goat. Yeah, economic damage from yesterday was too much. Too much. Really great game. All right. We could do, yeah. I mean, based on the number of people here, let's do one more bacon. We'll do this one on circuit breakers just to mix it up. I think this is the one that's not broken. Pretty sure. We'll give people another chance here. SaviorSword wasn't playing the objective. I think he was. Pretty sure he was. Happy's here. What's up, Happy? Yeah, we'll see if people want to do that. That sounds fine. Woo! That was one heck of a bacon. So Savior, 7th flag, 4 prime. Orb Goblin this time. Taking over Goat's position. Happy, you want to play? Babysitting. No. Sounds good, Happy. All right, let's go. Bacon 2 on circuit breakers. Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Let's go. 7 captures to win, as we saw in the last game. There we go. So top left, round 2 circuit breakers. It is SaviorSword, who pauses for unannounced reasons. Oh, 4 Prime needed a BRB? Alright, we'll let 4 Prime have a quick BRB. Bruh. 4 Prime needing a break between StarCraft games. He's back. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and unpaused. So top left, SaviorSword. Top right, 7th flag. Bottom right, 4 Prime. Bottom left, Orb Goblin. Gonna step away for just a second. Get a water refill here. Not gonna go anywhere, but be right back. Hoorah. All right, we're back. What do we got going on here? What is up? Any captures? Yes. SaviorSword has 2 of them. Good job, SaviorSword. Vultures are out from 4 Prime, though. The Zealots, their time is over. We got Dragoons being produced, I assume. Yep. Dragoons here for SaviorSword. Someone's holding the flag. I'm assuming it's... No, it's not SaviorSword who has the flag currently. Interesting. Who's got it? 4 Prime has it. 4 Prime Terran this time has it. Okay, picks it up. Got another SCV going for the return. Excellent stuff. Okay, so let's get a prediction out here. Okay, prediction up. Anybody on Twitch want to lose some Falcon chips? They can do it. So, center of the map. Vultures, again, will handle large numbers of Lings, which there aren't any on this map because there are no Zergs. It is Protoss across the board except for the 1 Terran guy, and that can be pretty good. Right? If you can kind of just tank up the middle a little bit, it's going to be very hard for the enemy Protoss to break out. So 2 early caps for SaviorSword, but 4 Prime says, nah. I'll take the lead, thanks. Tanks are here. Speaking of tanks, we've got sieged ones. We're building turrets in the middle. I love that in case DTs arrive, which again, SaviorSword does love implementing DTs into his play like all good Protoss players do. Not like mass DT, that's not really a strategy, but having some DTs, sometimes the enemy won't figure it out until it's too late that there are DTs there. Alpha says, try Tempest Rising. What kind of game is Tempest Rising, Alpha? It's like Command & Conquer. Ah, never played Command & Conquer. A lot of StarCraft, a lot of Warcraft, especially Warcraft 3 and 2. And then Age of Empires now, but I've never played Command & Conquer. It always felt like Command & Conquer was the inferior RTS on the gameplay as GOAT starts to disconnect on us. Like Age of Empires gameplay and StarCraft gameplay was better than Command & Conquer gameplay. And I understand that maybe Command & Conquer had better FMVs and better videos and better like world building and some like cool stuff that way. But I never felt like it was the better game to play, if that makes any sense. I didn't say it sucks. I just said it's not as good as the best RTSs of all time. A lot of Zealots from Orb Goblin. Classic Orb Goblin. All right, here goes nothing. Vultures, yes. But it's a lot of Zealots. Yeah, up on the ramp. Is he trying to spider mine these guys? Man, even if you have a bunch of Vultures, this is just a absolute crap ton of Zealots that Orb Goblin. This is what he does. He makes 1,000 Zealots with speed, gives them +1 attack, and sends them across the map and kills people with them. Yo. So flags in the middle, I guess. Let's go in Goose. Yeah, Protoss Tuesday, I guess. A lot of Protoss out here today, certainly. So look, these invincible auto turrets will save him. It's hard to die with the invincible auto turrets protecting you, but knocking him back into the Stone Age is entirely possible. Flag's in the middle. 7th flag is coming for it. SaviorSword's back here a little bit too. But yeah, is a little worried about getting murdered. Condemned Marine says, Command & Conquer had better casual design as the single player, and Comp Stomp is better. Fair enough. Fourth base coming in left side from SaviorSword. Again, these expansions are hard to hold because you put a tank on the ramp and the whole base dies. Did they bring back circuit breakers for ASL 21? Because that's a pretty solid Terran favored map for that reason as well. I know they brought back Match Point for that reason, because it's a really Terran-favored map. Oh, what a storm. I mean, takes more than one storm to kill a Zealot, as it turns out, but Okay, one capture is on the board from 7th Flag. He's going to get another one. He's got a shuttle for returning, too. Yeah, fast shuttle. Get up to speed, man. Zoom. Let's go. And yeah, getting bought by EA did not help Command & Conquer as a franchise at all. Certainly the case. Did I ever play war games for the original PlayStation? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I was definitely a PC gamer kid. The first PlayStation I ever owned was a 2. And then somebody gifted me a 3, and then I bought a 4. And then my kid bought himself a 5. So we're kind of a PlayStation household, but did not start out as one. Also in my history have bought a original Xbox, Nintendo Wii, and that's about it. Kids have bought Switches for themselves, so we got Switches around. But mostly Steam gamers these days, it feels like. I heard good things about Advance Wars for the Game Boy Advance, yeah. We picking up? Picking up. Go 7th Flag. Pick it up. Go, 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 go. Speed, shuttle, strats, move. Good micro there, too. He's worried. He's worried about Goliaths existing, but I haven't seen any of those yet. Orb Goblin continues to send zealots into enemy bases and try to kill stuff. 4 Prime's back, man. He took a lot of damage, but he's not bad at 100 supply here. However, 7th Flag is up to 166 supply of Protoss. Zealots don't have speed, which is a bit of an oversight, but maybe he can overcome it. I don't know. Spider-Mine connection. Good. Tanks dying like crazy. So much Protoss. Yeah, I've heard good things about Halo Wars, too. Halo RTS. There's Star Wars RTS from the mid-2000s. Battlefront, like the OG Battlefront, I think, was an RTS. Maybe it wasn't called something else, but I remember I had a friend who had it, and I never played it, but it looked interesting. Looked kind of fun. Yeah, shuttle captures are great. This is the 5th capture for 7th Flag. Carriers are out, though. First carriers of the day. 5 of them. 5 of them. Orb Goblin really keeping SaviorSword occupied here. From the bottom left side, here comes Orb Goblin again. War Games DEFCON 1, says Sob Baggett. Galactic Battlegrounds. Is that what it was called, Goose? Empire at War 2? Yeah, maybe I'll play one of those. That'd be kind of fun. Play a Star Wars RTS. I don't think I guess I did do, I played TIE Fighter on stream. That's a Star Wars property. Alright, so SaviorSword is going to try to control the middle of the map with carriers. Also Zealots, DTs, and Dragoons. He's got 2 captures. He's going to fight mightily to win this thing. 7th Flag wanders some carriers into an absolute death ground of enemy carriers with not enough interceptors, mostly, to do this. Also, Orb Goblins up into SaviorSword's base again. Battlegrounds play similar to Age of Empires. Well, there you go. Fair enough. Makes a lot of sense, honestly. Do 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 do. Oh no, says 7th Flag. think that sounds about right. But SaviorSword's on 2 gases. You can't make a ton of carriers off of 2 gas. 4 prime. Is he like, Goliaths? Goliaths. We got him. We've got the Goliaths. Orb Goblin maybe trying to take an expansion down to the 6 o'clock. Zealots charging into 7th flag base. Again, Orb Goblin is a Chaos Goblin of the highest order, and he will just attack people forever. He is definitely not forgetting Wander. He's doing great. Okay, 4 Prime's got his Goliath. I assume they've got Charon boost. Uh-oh, but he has to deal with Orb Goblin first. The Chaos. The Chaos. Yeah, he was all ready to come up here and do something. Uh-oh, SaviorSword's getting the shuttle captures too. 5 for everybody actually trying to get captures, which is not Orb Goblin today. Not trying to get captures. That's going to be 6. He's like, wait, unload, pick up, unload, pick up, reload, go. It's like, let's try that again. Let's try that one more time. Seventh flag's like, we gotta go, or SaviorSword wins. Orb Goblin does not care. It's like, I'm really trying to go, but Orb Goblin's in my face. It's an issue. That's 6 captures, and here's the 7th capture. Yeah. SaviorSword gets it. So Orb Goblin creating appropriate amounts of chaos, attacking everybody, including SaviorSword, which kind of evened it. And then SaviorSword gets the capture anyway and gets the 7. So nicely done. That is a GG. SaviorSword is our winner of Steal the Bacon numero 2. Numero 2. That's what we're here for. So good job, SaviorSword. Again, Chaos Goblin. I know it doesn't say Goblin in his name out here, but he raised 26 buildings today and got 0 captures. SaviorSword outspent everybody and got the win that usually tracks as well. Orb Goblin's a goblin 4 prime. I don't know what else to tell you. It's kind of tough. So Happy says, what if we do 4VAI? Which is generally pretty darn challenging. Let's see. Is this the one, Happy? Where'd Happy go? I think this is it. These ones are heroes. This one is not. Happy is busy at the moment. 3.5, the man says. 3.5. Thank you. Not too busy, though. All right. Ba-bam. Let's see. Let's see how this works. Let's see how this goes. You can choose what races they want to play against, too, as well as which colors, which is very fun. Sword, 7th flag, 4 prime. Goats. What do you want to fight against? Whatever that name is. Because we can do that. We can edit what exactly they play against. 2 Zerg, 1 Terran, 1 Protoss. Zerg, Terran, Protoss. Zergs are scary. That is true. One of them's me. One of them's Nibbler. This Terran is Hashim. And this Protoss is Toy Cop. Specchio! What's up, Specchio? We're not degenerates, we're wholesome here. We're wholesome people. What's up, Tyrion? How you doing, man? Happy Tuesday. See if Specchio wants to give it a shot here. The nibbles, nibbles. Nibble, nibbles. Alright, I'm going to put Specchio in over 7th flag. Give it a shot, Specchio. Front-facing baby chick emoji, huh? That sounds exciting, Tyrion. Yeah, I stay away from Artosis live streams. I think everybody understands. Everyone gets it. Alright, we've got hero humans versus enemy AI up this way. Topside 4 Prime, he's Terran. We got a Protoss, Goat. We got another Protoss here, SaviorSword, and then Specchio's going to try Zerg. Now, the enemy AI are not your mom and dad's AI. These are AI that Happy has buffed immensely. So down here we've got Hashim, who's playing Terran. 6 o'clock is Nibbler, playing Zerg. We've got a yellow Zerg over here, Falcon, and then a magenta Protoss is Toy Cop. And by that I mean they're just color race combinations. But not actually them. These are AI. 0 APM tells us the story. We give them a bunch of cash to start with and give them builds. Happy has taught them builds to use, so they don't suck. So they're dangerous. They are strong. Nice. Cross is streaming. That's excellent. Is it like ChatGPT? Not as advanced as ChatGPT. Specchio. Yeah, SaviorSword has played this more than anybody else in the lobby, so he knows what he's doing. He should help Specchio understand what's going on. Yeah, if you can ramp block, that helps. But, I mean, it's a Zerg. Like, what's he supposed to do? Is getting a pool. Look at this, man. So it's going to be 2 racks, +1 attack, with an expansion coming in from Hashim. Nibbler's got a fast evolution chamber with an expansion. That's weird. Macro hatch Lings here from Falcon. Good stuff. And then it's a 2-gate forge opening from Toy Cop. So, aggressive plays, as usual. 3rd hatch. Actually from Nibbler. So Nibbler's not going crazy aggressive. And they do help each other. Yeah, don't rush one. You gotta stay alive. Yeah, I don't know. Talk to Happy about the details, Saw Baggett, because he's the one who did it. But you give them a build. You give them some extra cash and have them not worry about supply, and they're way better than... Because they kind of suck when they get supply blocked, and they kind of suck at builds. Obviously, that's not a wall for 4 Prime. He tried. The bunker, the Marines. Hold on. Get inside the bunker if you can. No, just going to run away and die. All right, that's one way to do it. And yeah, crossplay's fastest. Correct. Oh, gosh. Fighting with the SCVs is good. It's not like a ton of Lings flooding out here. It's just a few. So 4 Prime should be okay. He got the bunker up. That's massive. Drag the Lings to the bunker if you can. And then, I don't know, they'd had to come all the way out here, but whatever. That works. We got it. Now back to work. Good job. That was dicey, but he's okay for now. Marines on the move out from Hashim. Heading where? Oh my gosh, they're trying to kill 4 Prime. Can anybody help 4 Prime? No. Goat is hardcore cannoning in. SaviorSword has got a Zealot. Maybe that would be enough. Oh my gosh, Toy Cop's up here too. Everyone's trying to kill 4 Prime. Goat, maybe trying to get a cannon at the top of the ramp. It's going to be a minute before it gets here, though, is the problem. But high ground bunker against Marines is okay. It's going to be just fine. Thank you. Stop Baggett says they're still stupid. They are still stupid. They're just better, is all. Yeah, I love this expansioning. The double expands here from Nibbler. Falcon finally has a second base. He's working on a lot of stuff. He's working on Sunkens. Way too many Sunkens to be helpful, but hey, that helps the enemies. Ling's up here to fight against Specchio. Specchio is outnumbered. Does he know he's outnumbered? Does he have a Sunken to fall back to? He does. But he's top of the ramp in it, trying to win that thing. Specchio's a good player. But if you're outnumbered, sometimes you're just outnumbered. Hey, what's up, Nebster? This is 4 humans versus 4 AI. You'll notice the no APM over there, but they're AI that have been buffed. So they're cool AI who don't totally suck. Hashim's building a barracks out here, but not building a barracks out here, which seems nice. Cannons up from Goat, recognizing that his buddy next door needs the help, and he does. So that's a lot of gates, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gates here from our Toy Cop analog. Layers up for Falcon. He's got 3 hatches, 4 hatches inside his main. Good grief. Hydra Den, bunch of Lings. Natural base looking good too. It's not Toy Cop, he has a cannon. It's a good point. That is an excellent point you're making there. Specchio's trying to kill Hashim here. That's kind of huge. There are medics out, but Ling DPS is pretty bursty. And maybe he can do it. It's going to be 1,000 Hydras coming from Nibbler soon, says SaviorSword. So if you can get tanks out, that'd be nice. Psystorm would be fantastic too. Zealots with speed. We know the drill here. Lings with upgrades are going to be good against enemy Hydras as well. So holding Hashim. 1,900 minerals and 1,300 gas. Can't remember, did Happy say they get passive income? Just donating. Falcon is donating Lings to this base. No, bad. Stop. Buddy, why are you so dumb? All right. Nothing dies and like 30 Lings go down. Awesome. Really fantastic. So here are the Hydras. Finally, something new shows up. Hydralisk's going to be pressuring our humans as well. And they're doing well. I mean, if nobody dies in the first little 5 or 6 minutes, it can be a good indication of that the humans are going to win this thing, but it's going to be tough. They're going to show up with a lot of stuff. Okay, so they are getting passive income. The AIs are, but it's Paladin level passive income from Old Phantom. So it's not a ton, but also it's, you know, it's pretty strong. Toy Cop's just kind of hanging out. Specchio trying to make Lings happen. Is he even upgrade on these guys? No. But he's making pretty good trades, I think, against Hashim with +1 attack. Keeping that Marine count low, so there's not a giant ball of Marines killing you at some point. Nibbler continuing to sacrifice Hydras at the altar of cannons. That's awesome. What's the, like, Corsairs? Ooh, interesting. Trying to supply block the Zergs. That could be pretty good. There are spores in their bases, and they're not really sending overlords out that much. These ones, though, pretty available for sniping. Specchio says, I almost killed the Terran, but I wasn't quite able to do it. Okay, high ground sunken, saving you against a big Protoss push-out. Yeah, all right. 3 sunkens, maybe enough. I don't know. This one finishing would be nice. Okay, it does finish. The Zealots tanking a ton of this damage while the Dragoons do the damage is a problem here. Look at that Zealot tanking the sunken hits like an absolute baller. Okay, then the Dragoons are less of a problem once the Zealots are dead. Ling's assisting with that too, and Specchio's alive. Hydra is trying to kill SaviorSword. No. Hydra Lurker coming in from Nibbler. I'm apparently making Mutalisks, which is fun. There we go. A lot of mutas down there for me. Hydra's pretty good against Sunkens. Not as good against Lings, though. Yeah, nice wraparound there by Specchio. Again, still no upgrades. Pretty heavy on Lings to not have any upgrades at all, but he does have a lair, so I don't know what he's planning on doing with that. Mutas, Goliaths in the house to deal with that. Corsair. What do we got for Goat for anti-air against Mutas? Some cannons. SaviorSword's got Corsairs against the Mutas. All right, good deal. Fancy. Full stack of +1 Carapace Mutalisks, though, is a little bit scary. You gotta fight. There you go. Charon boost, yes. You gotta fight with the cannons and the bunker. Kind of splitting the Mutas off into 2 separate groups is good. Repairing the bunker might be a good idea here, too. Mutas are dying to this thing, but those Marines do not have upgrades. Not repairing the bunker. The Corsairs from SaviorSword come in to save the day, though. All right, that's what we're talking about. Good teamwork, making the dream work. Excellent. That was dangerous for a minute. Blue, my hero. Yeah, Reaver shows up to deal with this Marine medic ball. Ba-bam! Nicely done. You better put out. Says Goat. Yes, sir, says Specchio. You got it. Oh, man. And again, the Lurker Hydra coming up into cannon lines is not great, actually. So, pretty good hold. Pretty good hold there. They already did. When did they do air stuff? Yeah, there were Mutalisks already, sir. Reaver shots. This is a 21 kill Reaver from Goat. Let's go. Again, you're going to get friendly fire against the Lings. It's sort of a problem here. But we can sacrifice a Ling if it kills a Hydralisk. That's good trades every day of the week. 27 kill Reaver from Goat is awesome. Really very cool. Big fan of that. Ling, okay, Ling Muta, though. Uh-oh, Falcon's here to shut it down. Goat's like, I can't handle Mutalisk. That is true. Corsairs, SaviorSword. There he is. He's in. The Mutas are splitting, though. Look at the splitting here. +1 Corsairs doing their best. SaviorSword. The Mutas are fighting. Drag them away. Yes, drag them away to your cannons and your Dragoons. Not quite enough to do that. Not stacking Mutalisk is actually pretty good when you're dealing with the Corsairs. So smart moves there from Falcon, I guess. We take that. Again, passive incomes mean you can't just starve them out. You cannot turtle up and expect them to run out of money eventually, like with a regular map. So you got to move out and kill them at some point. So the good news, again, everyone's alive at 12 minutes. Terran, Protoss, Zerg. No one is dead yet. You've got your own little second base inside your main you can roll with. The second gas for the Zerg is there. 4 Prime, trying to get a base down below it as natural. Same thing here from Goat. SaviorSword is working on his too. But oh boy. How many tanks do we have? High ground tanks, yes. Goliaths. Also, yes, but you need to make sure the tanks are getting shots off. But here comes the Zerg behind it. It's a 2-timing attack. 4Prime's like, I need your help. What? Oh, he means help hybrid, not get help from hybrid. That's a different thing. Siege tanks, goats, reavers putting in work here too, and second base or whatever, third base has to lift off here from 4 Prime. It's okay. Could be worse. Totally fine. Everything's all right. That reaver, no, this reaver's here, man. 48 kill reaver up here. MVP of the match for sure. Goat's reaver is absolutely killing it, literally. Literally killing it. Huge, huge stuff. All right, so humans stabilizing, trying to stay alive in a world of chaos and artificial intelligence. There are some comparisons to our world today, aren't there? Zerg Falcon is taking this, which he needs it. He needs the extra base to keep up with his teammate. That's good. Goat says these bases are too close to each other and sometimes the probes return to the wrong nexus. I think that's what he's trying to say. Yeah, I don't know, man. 48 kill reavers setting a lot. Ramp defense is real right now. Holy cow, yeah. Nope. Sunken is not protected by the Dark Swarm. Reaver connection is going to have to be big here. Reaver inside Dark Swarm should handle this whole darn thing, though. Lurker's too going to be awesome, but still trying to force his way up here. But everybody is dead. Good hold. Good hold. 52 kills on the Reaver. Zerg's getting stormed out of this third base that Goat's trying to make happen. The question is, are they going to be able to get out of here? Lurkers. Come on, Goat. Oh, is that out of detection range? That hurts. Trying to push out a little bit here is 4 Prime. That'd be awesome. If he could push out, that could be pretty darn powerful. He's got 1-1 tanks. He needs more of them to deal with these Hydras. But, again, nobody's going mass air. So, mass siege tank is going to wreck. As long as you can handle the Mutalisks or the 8,000 cracklings that, for some reason, Falcon is making with a +1 Carapace upgrade. 4 Prime again, in a lot of trouble, taking attacks from 2 different enemies. Need some fire bats. Spider-Mine connection was good, but there was only one of those. High ground siege tanks. Reavers need to get down there. Reavers trying to get down there. This is a lot of Zerg, though. This is what we're talking about. This is a lot of Zerg. He's trying to clear him out as much as possible. The Corsairs come over for funsies, I guess. Oh, she brought some Valkyries to the play? That's weird. I don't know what for, but they're dead anyway. De-webbing the ramp is a pretty solid move. The enemy AI is not very good at dealing with a de-web. They're not going to move out of it, so that's going to be a win for sure. Still a lurker here, not burrowing, but here comes a million Marines. Once again, Reavers, MVPs of this whole thing today. Again, if there was an enemy going Guardians or something, it would not be nearly as good, but as it stands, it's a lot of Marines and Hydras and Lurkers and Lings, and when that happens, the Reavers are going to do huge amounts of justice. Friendly fire hit on those Vultures. Not great, but hey, the Reavers care not for any man. 30 kills on that one Reaver. This guy's got 53. 53 on Warbringer up here. Big attack. Coming into Goat's base. Corsair Ball looking good. So you're on a timer. Yeah? You can't, again, you just can't sit here and wait for them to mine out, but they can wait for you to mine out, which is the problem. Ah, beautiful storm. Yeah, SaviorSword says, thank goodness this Terran's going Marines and Medics at 17 minutes. I know how to handle that. Psystorm all the things. It's too easy. Also the Valkyries, which I guess are maybe just here to counter enemy Mutalisks or enemy Corsairs on some level, but they'll fly into cannons and they'll die anyway. Okay, 4 Prime, alive. Command Center at his natural is on fire, but he's not dead. Ultralisks from Falcon. It does make sense what we're seeing here. Ultras and Lings all day long against carriers and cannons. Not going to work out. Dude, you have stuff that can't shoot up attacking you. You'll be fine. SaviorSword. Seriously. Like, let me know when there's Scourge. Or some Hydras, right? Something that can kill your carriers. That was a panicked help if ever I saw one. Totally fine. Okay, sieging up. Killing this base. Removes income. Removes production capabilities from Falcon as well. Could be good. Yeah, Ling Ultra versus Mech. Running, not being dropped. Yeah, good Dark Swarm by Specchio. Look at all these Dragoons and Hydras being like, die, you must die. And Specchio says, I don't think I will. Nope. Toy Cop, good upgrades on his Dragoons. Makes a lot of sense. Going Doom Drop on Toy Cop. Oh, snap. He's got his own defensive Reavers. Well, Reaver, anyway. Not defending very well against the Reaver. That's a lot of Zealots, but eat them. Eat them, Reavers. Nom, 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 nom. Yes, there we go. Delicious, delicious. Okay. God, dealing with one Reaver was the challenge there, right? Here we go against a mech. It's a, well, I guess not mech. It's Tank Marine. Here from Hashim. Specchio. Trying to Lurker, Hydra, some Dragoon support, Dark Swarm, win this. I don't know about that. Reavers continuing to cause major problems down this way. Take out the Nexus. Take out production capabilities. AI is not good at replacing them. Nice Plague. Really nice Plague. Not like the greatest Plague, but pretty nice. Carriers against the Marines. Goat says they have so much. They sure do. Again, mass crackling coming in from Falcon against these Hydras. There's Lurkers high ground. Again, Lurkers high ground will eat. Oh my gosh, they're eating. 53 kill. Reaver continues to have 53 kills. Nice hold by Specchio. Mutas continuing to come out. Goliath count appears to be 0. Turrets, however, should be able to handle it, and they will, but Hashim's got carriers parked over his racks. He's making Marines to deal with these carriers, but not in numbers that can actually do it. This is a gosh darn full 11 stack of carriers with +2/+1. Carrier 2 OP, indeed it is. It's 3/3 Marines even. But every time they pop out of the racks and rally out, they die. So this is just death for Hashim. That's going to help a lot. D-Web. D-Web plus Reaver plus Cannon against the incoming Lurker Hydra stuff out of Nibbler is great. That's awesome by Goat. Big fan of that. And now Specchio trying to hit Nibbler. Not a lot of cash there for Nibbler. Again, you get some passive income when you're the AI here, but it's not a lot of it. All right, yeah, looks like they did it. This has been challenging for sure. But it looks like they might have pulled it off here. Falcon's AI career is ending, says 7th Flag. It is. Look at me trying to deal with tanks by making ultras and lings, and it's just not enough. Simply not enough. They got 2/2 upgrades. Specchio sending 2/1 lings down to fight against all the Hydras of Nibbler. Nibbler lives, man. He lives. He was dead, but he lives. This should be the death of the Terran. Trying to help by bringing Hydras in, but the carriers are a major problem. Yeah, Corsairs in case the Mutalisks arrive, but that's not going to happen because they're not going to be good. Hey, there's Scourge. Maybe they'd be pretty good against the carriers, eh, me? Come on, Falcon, go get them. Oh my gosh, this is a scary amount of Scourge, but they're here to deal with a mech army, which they can't do anything about. 4 Prime's not going to allow that. Happy says, good teamwork. Now they can they beat the 4 Zerg AI challenge? Ooh. Goat says, me explode. Mass Reaver dropping down here on Toy Cop, who's at 44 supply. All of his gateways are in mortal and immortal peril. Gotta love that many Reavers, man. It's just beautiful is what it is. My Ultras are dying to siege tanks. Production capabilities still happening for Hashim. Nibbler's alive. Goat says, Scarabs are not free. Thank goodness. Which is why Mass Reaver's not really a thing in professional StarCraft, because it's hard to afford it. Defiler comes in. Finish him. Finish him. He'll keep producing forever unless you finish him, SaviorSword. You gotta do it. Oh, catches a plague. Catches a plague. No, 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 no. SaviorSword, don't work. Okay, I guess maybe these Zealots are here to finish it? Maybe? I don't know. Kind of worried, though. Hey, shield battery. No, this is not a mono battle. You might tell by the Scourge and the Lurkers and the tanks and the Goliaths and everything else. Yeah, the mass carriers and the mass Reavers are kind of hard to miss. But there's Corsairs in here, too, which are kind of hard to miss. Couldn't quite finish him off. Quick, bring the Lurkers home. The carriers are murdering us. And in fairness, that is mono battle numbers of Reavers. That is our GOAT. Making thousands of Reavers. Finishing off Toy Cop. Hashim is, again, alive. But Nibbler's dying. Falcon's lost his base. Not a lot of gas from him remaining. Making Ultras. These guys are getting stuck where he's making them. Can they not get out? I don't think they can get out. I think the Sunken's blocking this little corridor. Well, by golly, I would have won if these Ultras could have been part of the whole thing. SaviorSword says, good enough. You can finish it. Moving on to finish off the Falcon. As Reavers just getting the job done against Toy Cop. It's all Ogre now. It is. It is definitely Ogre now. Forty says, the AI is bad manner. They really are. 4 Prime's feeling great about this. He has been dealing with a Ling Hydra Ultra Muta AI for a while. Hey, the Ultras got out of their stuck position. They must have gotten picked up and dropped. But this is what Zerg does against mech. It's tough. And behold, the end. We made it. 333 upgrades for SaviorSword. Reavers are at 2-3 there. Ultros from Specchio at the 6 armor, at the +2 attack. Good upgrading across the board here. That's it. Building's done. SaviorSword unallies 4 Prime. And Goat. SaviorSword's betraying everyone. He was the Phantom. Alloys who can win, you nutcrack. Oh no, SaviorSword is trying to kill everybody. SaviorSword. Bad SaviorSword. Be a teammate. Oh man, Goat's gonna Reaver drop him into oblivion. How's that sound? Pretty good. 4 Prime's like, come on man, ally up. And he leaves. Oh, alright, fair enough. So nicely done. Humans get the victory today. Love to see that. Very, very nice. Good map. Good stuff. So yeah, we'll have them try versus Zerg AI a little bit later, but for now, I think we're just going to call it, that's it for versus AI. All right, so about 30 minutes left in the stream here. We are about $7 and the $25 needed for a free-for-all today. So we're going to get there. We could see Hero versus 7, possibly. Although maybe fewer people would make it more fun. We'll just call it a Hero versus. Maybe we can get a Hero win with it. Hero versus 5, yeah. Game locking up on me? Yes. Come on, StarCraft. War Prime says, I want to be the hero. Hey, what's up? 1 for Live, 1999. Hello, hello. Yeah. Got the streams happening this late, as always. Be sure to check out the schedule. Tells you what's going on for the rest of the week out here. Whoa, Sliverwolf saying Lef is here too. Hold on a second. We got people ready to rock. So EyeoftheGoat, 7th flag Lef, Orb Goblin, Sliverwolf. Sliverwolf is at 1 bar. Are you on Wi-Fi? Welcome back, by the way. No, but the internet is bad. Fair enough. Hero never wins, says Specchio. Fair point. 4 Prime showing red as well, interestingly enough. Okay, we'll give it a shot. Left showing is red as well. Let's see what kind of lag we get as we get into the game. But this is Hero 7v1. How does the hero win, you might ask? Well, they get to make hero units to accommodate for the fact that they are outnumbered immensely. Well, a little bit of lag. Seems doable. We'll see how much we complain about it, though. So top left, 4 Prime. Definitely lag, but not as bad as I've seen. Left top side, top right, it is Goat. On the right side, we've got Specchio. Bottom right, Sliverwolf is here. Bottom left side, we got an orange. I am the 7th flag that looks like Detroit. And then a pink Protoss left side is, again, classically Orb Goblin. He's probably just going to make a lot of zealots and try to kill you with them, which is fine, I guess. So, Hero 4 Prime, will he win? Or will the enemies win? Dun dun dun. So we're going to cannon him. That's the play. Right? How do you do this? Well, if you can keep the Terran or the hero, whoever it is, inside their own main base, Terran and Protoss, you can do that. You have to cannon them in. So early Zealots and early Marines can actually get out there and kill people fast. Because if there's only one Marine out, but one of them's a hero and one of them is not a hero, the hero's going to win. So here comes the cannoning. Can they get it out in time? They've done this a lot. They've got a lot of practice with it. Not good for the hero. Two racks is good, but if you get cannoned in, it's hard to break it, even with 2 racks worth of little Jimmy Rayners. Urgh, not feeling good about this for the hero, even with the missing player. It's not even 7. Sliverwolf. Proxy, is he? What's this? I don't know that we need cannons that early, Sliverwolf. I don't think the Terran can do drops that fast. Yeah, I don't... This seems unnecessary, Sliverwolf. Spend your money elsewhere. Maybe make them later. Here he comes. Okay, so Marine shows up. Can he kill all of these cannons? Were we too late on the cannons? Maybe. Maybe we were a little bit too late, but also maybe not. Okay, good enough. Did it for now. Gotta regroup. Getting an engineering bay here is an interesting move. Again, you're worried about getting dropped as the hero because your SCVs aren't heroes. They don't get any extra HP because that's not a thing they coded into original StarCraft. That would make it nicer, though. It would really make it nicer to the hero. Specchio's got plans. Sliverwolf obviously has plans. Orb Goblin's like, is it just me cannoning? Second one back here from 7th flag. Bunch of Lings out from left. It's hard to get anything done with Lings. Again, if you can kill the SCVs with Lings, you're good, because the SCVs do not have hero armor or hero HP or anything. So if you can swing around the bottom side, get up there and get on top of this mineral line, you can do a lot of damage, but you have to be very careful with it, because if the Marines see you, you will die. Cannoning up here, too, is Orb Goblin. Like, what are we... We We really think the Terran's gonna, like, rush to drops? I mean, honestly, that's not a bad idea. We just haven't seen it happen before is the thing. Yeah, hard to get in there without speed. Even with speed, it's not easy to get in there. Ling's got to fall back. Ling's dancing, keeping the pressure on, right? Keeping the pressure on 4 Prime. Goat's getting into factories and starport. Actually, starport's more than factories. Maybe battle cruisers could be an interesting and fun thing to do here. Again, no real amazing builds out here. 7th Flag has got 2 Nexuses. Just now getting into his first gateway at 4 minutes. Okay, Medic's here. Can he stim through all of these cannons? Not if there are Lings supporting him. Okay, never mind. The Lings are dead. Here we go. Cannons, can they hold against Marines with stim and medic support? The answer is no. The cannons cannot hold. What's up, Borisu? He's betting on Specchio. Not a bad idea. Specchio is a monster out here. Very scary. So this line is broken. Is it easy to hold the second line? No. Definitely not. These guys are looking good. 6 kills, 3 kills. Gonna just kind of stim past the cannons a little bit. Get up here into a base that has 1 sunken at it. Left might have gone a little bit skimpy on the defense, being next door to the hero. Yeah, no sunkens. 1 sunken is not enough. This little group of Marines is crushing it. Oh, man. Yeah. This is terrible. These guys are horrifyingly powerful. Left might lot 2 drones, 3 drones right side, 1 drone left side. Lair's gonna die at the very least. No, not enough money to build a new hatch. Needs to get some minerals and return them. Left needs money. He recognizes that, but he can't. He can't. Oh, no. If he loses these 2 hatcheries, he's done. He's done. That's it. And I think he's done. Yeah, that's it. Bam. All hatcheries gone. Not enough money to build a new hatchery from left. 2 minerals away from having enough to build a new hatchery, and he's out of there. Just did not take the hero seriously. Was counting on the cannons to keep the hero contained for a long time, and it wasn't. So now he's out of there. Holy smokes. Happy says, I don't think the players know what the OP strategy is. Doesn't sound like they do, no. Sliver Wolf lagging out is going to be bad for the enemies here. Bad for the regular team. Yeah, he said his internet is bad where he is, and he was not wrong about that. Yep. Meh. Is that it? Sliver Wolf out of there. 2-1 and gone. Goat says, please stop downloading adult content on your internet stream. Thank you. Okay, he's dropped. 4 Prime needs a quick break. Orb Goblin leaves? Wait, what? We are cooked. 4 Prime says, I need a break. Oh, Sliver Wolf is 1 for live. Yeah. Sorry about your internet. Specchio. Been drinking a lot of Coke Zero, maybe, huh? Maybe he has. Right. Monster is Sliverwolf. There's Silverwolf also, just to make it extra confusing. Here, let me show you how to update your name, Monster. It's using your handle right now, which is bad. So, what you want to do is go to your YouTube studio. Okay. And then go over to, here, I'll show you. Go over to customization. So, top right on YouTube, click on it. Go to YouTube Studio. Come over here. You got all this stuff. Dashboard, content, whatever. Go to customization. And then you have your handle. If you change this, then it will update to whatever, to Monster, whatever you want it to be for the streams. Yeah, definitely. That's it. That's it, Monster. Pretty straight up. Goat says I'm not being stimulated right now. Nope, sometimes you gotta be bored. Specchio's real mad about this. He's back. Everything worked out just fine. He's got tanks, they say. Okay, Marines from 4 Prime trying to break these cannons. Losing Marines, but cannons are dying. Kind of hard to tell who's going to come out on top here. Sniping the pylons? Man, maybe it doesn't even matter. There are lurkers out, though, for left. Who, somehow has lurkers, despite being very, very dead. Who's lagging out now? Now Goat's lagging? Cloaked Wraiths. Lurkers trying to do a bit of a run-by there. Alright, cannons are busted. Wraiths heading in to try to do some damage. There's a bunker there, though. So you're not... I don't think you're getting on top of those SCVs, which is what you really want to do. There's the scan. Bunker plus turret. That turret's not happening, though. Too many Wraiths. Too many Wraiths. More scans available. The answer is yes. And the Wraiths trying to get out of here. I don't know if they can get out of here. The turrets are smashing them into the ground as they try to run. Every Wraith dies. There are lurkers inside the base, though. I think this is a left lurker. Yeah. Left doing his best. He's deader than a doornail, but he's somehow, someway has a lurker running around just to participate in the battle here. It's very much looking like a 4 Prime victory at this stage, though. He's heading up top right. And it's Wraiths. Remember I said it was battle cruisers? Not what it is. Okay, where's your scans? Where's your scans? Sniping the... Yeah, sniping the medics is good. Does he not know about the Wraiths? Maybe he doesn't have a scan available. Firebat, 25 kills. Firebat, 29 kills. Good move by 4 Prime. Going after the SCVs of Goat. He's got like 5 dudes on minerals now. And the Marines are still here. And he's got scans. And the Wraiths are dying again. Oh, boy. Firebat's alive. 33 kill. Guy Montag gets wiped out eventually. But 33 kills is a huge amount of kills. Marines coming in all the time. Tanks getting destroyed. All the production capabilities getting murdered too. This is looking tough. It's been a jank Hero 7v1, but it looks like 4 Prime's gonna get it anyway. Gotta love these two wraiths being like, hey, can I kill all of your hero units? The answer is no. No, you cannot. Dark Swarm Lurker, though. Showing up from Specchio, trying to win this thing almost by himself. 7th flag exists. He's got some stuff, too. But it's got to be Specchio if he can win this thing. Okay, in fairness, Dark Swarm Lurker right here just kind of wins. 4 Prime needs to do everything in his power to make sure that that doesn't happen. He's got fire bats. He's got a couple ones here. It's really his only answer to Dark Swarm Lurker right now is just the fire bats. Cracklings here from Specchio. Here comes the fire bat exchange. Does he have detection is the larger question. No, he's just letting his dudes die because he doesn't have the detection. Making more comm sats. He's got the ability to build a science vessel. I think he's building a science vessel. DT's joining the party here too. Getting up there is going to be difficult, but keeping the Terran campaign or contained is maybe not the end of it. There we go. Magellan finally shows up. Hero science vessel. It's got like 1,000 HP. Yeah, 800 HP. And suddenly, if you don't have the Dark Swarm, Specchio's like, this is not looking good. I almost had him, but then he got a Defiler, or then he got a Magellan to pop out. Yeah, Plague is not nearly as good as Dark Swarm is in this situation. Because the Marines have got 200 hit points. I mean, I guess if you plagued them, it helps. I'm not going to say plaguing is bad, but... yeah, fire bats, do your thing inside that swarm. Big boy. That's what we're talking about. Boom. Taking out those lurks inside that Dark Swarm. Not so invincible now. Are we, son? No. Goat building 6 o'clock. Trying to stay alive. The chaos, as always. Marines move commanding A moving down this way. Not really looking out for DTs, but everything else is dying. Siege tanks trying to handle these lurkers. Good split on the lurkers, though. You don't get extra energy as a hero Magellan, but you can do the irradiates. Specchio's like, I'm getting wrecked here soon. Goat's like, rebuilding from scratch. Hold on. 7th flag's going for a drop. Goat's got plans. Ling's trying to do this. Ultra's trying to do this. Dark Swarm trying to do this. I mean, Dark Swarm versus Terran's 11 out of 10, except that Fire Bats exist, so you can't really say it's 11 out of 10. It's very, very, very good. I'm not going to argue that, but not 11 out of 10. Definitely stoppable. 7th flag, trying to get some Reaver drops up this way. Left's lurkers. Left has APM. No, it's going down. Left is gone. Yeah, I mean, Hero 1v1 is just not even a fair fight, really, no matter what's going on here. Flash could probably beat us 1v1. with regular stuff against a hero, but other than that, and that's it. Like, we're still trying to drop here, which is great. Except there's, like, Marines covering that angle of approach now, so that's not going to happen from yesterday. Sorry, bud. Sorry, Buckarooski. Da 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 da. And that's it. So again, jank, unfortunately. We lost a monster there because of some internet issues. Would have been more interesting with him, but better luck next time. 4 Prime gets the win even with said jank. So, nicely done, my friend 4 Prime. That's a GG. There are some asterisks on that victory, but we'll take it. All right. GG. And yeah, I think we're going to wrap that thing up. So thanks for being here for another Tuesday stream. Good job, 4 Prime. Again, tough to win. Sometimes if there are disconnects, you take the win anyway. So back tomorrow. This one's going to start a little bit earlier in the day at about 3:30 Eastern time rather than 5 o'clock Eastern time, but we'll get it done. We're going to move into some Rogue Trader now. So, let's see if we can do that real quick. Let's keep the YouTubers around, or keep the Twitch people around as we try that. And we successfully? We did. Okay, so that's there. This is here. Thanks again. Appreciate the support. Thanks for the Prime sub from Dollaville. We'll see you tomorrow, YouTubers. Love y'all. Hope we had a great stream. Really fun stuff. I had a victory against 4 AI that Happy boosted. So thanks yesterday. Thanks Monster. Thanks Dollaville. Thanks Psychonauts. Thanks everybody else. Why that was so much easier. That was so much easier because, first of all, it was 6 versus Hero. And then Orb Goblin and Solar Wolf tapped out. So that helps a lot. So there you go. See you tomorrow. See you, SaviorSword. Catch ya. We'll be here on Twitch.